We're live now. So if you can you want to send it out. Yeah, I feel like we haven't done this shit in a while.
No, bro. I'm gonna send it out right now. That's a bit.
Kind of like a off-topic question. Keyshawn, how do you add someone to be like a mod? Because I like the fact that you added me as a mod for your channel. I want to add you as a mod on mine.
So, well, they have to be in the chat. When they come in the chat, or if I come back in the chat next stream, or you should be able to do it in your old streams. You may be able to, but all you gotta do is click on my name or whatever, and it should just say give a role or something like that. It should be mod. You'll see it.
Oh, okay. All right, let's get started.
Yeah. Okay. So, you get some water first? Yeah, you gonna need it for this shit.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Give me like 15 seconds.
Damn, I kind of wish James. I kind of wish you was on the other side of the fence.
I know, bro. Now, I can argue it. I can argue it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I can see why.
Okay.
I can argue it a little bit. So I'll argue why I think, but I'm gonna make it really clear that I'm not really on that side, but I can argue it though because I kind of see their point.
I can see it to maybe like 25%, 25%.
If I had like a fucking voice changer or some shit, I'll be like a special guest and then like argue that shit like as if I'm them. I could do that shit, bro.
Well, shit, we already streaming now, so it's kind of too late.
I know.
Shit, if we could get Chase on here, that would have been perfect.
Oh, this is perfect. This be perfect. What did Colin ask him?
He said he called the nigga. He didn't answer. Well, I kind of respected that though.
Oh, that though, real shit though. This nigga Chase was playing music on the Snapchat, and the song was made by a white man, two white men.
What you mean?
I was laughing so hard. You know how on Snapchat, you post a picture, have music behind in the background.
Oh yeah, you talking recently?
It was like a couple of days ago. I was laughing so hard. I said, "Nigga, this song is by white men. I thought you hate them. I thought you ain't like them."
Exactly. That's he's gonna be a prime example for this shit. I'm gonna wait till this nigga get back so we all be in the accordance.
I'm here now. Here now. I just want to look at my webcam.
Okay, so $1 million question: Do y'all think that black people or just any race that's not white, do y'all think that they could be racist?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So all in agreement to that. So I'm gonna ask this question too. Can you see why people would say no, that they couldn't be racist?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
to a degree. It doesn't mean I agree with it though, but I can definitely see.
Yeah, I can see that too. Do y'all have like any reason why y'all think?
Well, because the fact, like, look, the black race been in slavery for about 400, 500 years. You know, I mean, it gives you all the reason and leverage to be racist. Like, I can see why a black person would not like white people based off that fact alone. But it's so crazy to even say this, but even though they did that, we have to forgive them. No, like, I'm just saying, like, we have to forgive white people and move on with our lives. Because, I mean, we're living in a better time now. We can't hold any grudges, because if we do, then that's in our blessings.
Yeah.
You know, we have to move on from that. Like, and it's so crazy to say that, because, you know, a lot of our people have died and, you know, been lynched, murdered and raped, and all that happened. But we have to forgive white in order to get our blessings and to move forward and to create a strong society. If we move on holding a grudge to the white man, we are basically setting ourselves up for failure. You know, that's the first step. You have to forgive them. Then second, we have to move on and build from there.
Okay.
So that's my stand on it.
Okay. James, what you think?
So here's my thing about it right here. And it kind of branches off what Colin said. When you look at the history of what's been going on with like minorities against white people, and I can say even black right now, just look at black people. Mm-hmm. Us being just black is dangerous. Like, us being black is dangerous. We always have to defend ourselves, watch our backs 24/7. And I guess you could say that for any other person, but when you look at the news and everything, and these things have been going on from now and then back then, people have died for being black.
Yeah.
Literally, people haven't got jobs for being black. We couldn't go to certain schools for being just because we were black, drinking water and all that. That can still bother us, no matter like we're not going through that today. Some of it we're not going through, but that can still bother people to make them be like, you know what? I don't like white people. I don't like them because they can have everything out there, opportunity. When you see them, you don't think, oh, thug and etc. But you can think thug and gangster when you see a black dude, and we can even say he dressed up, I guess, proper if you want to say that, and they can still assume he's this and that. So the differences with that can make him be like, you know what, I don't like him. And a good example is my I would say there was something in my family. I won't even say the person's name or like what he was, but a situation where the person I got with, who happens to be white, he didn't really approve of. Want to know why? Because of what happened back in the day. That was his answer. He said, I had so many bad experiences with white people back in the day. I don't feel good about it and everything. So him and finding out about that when I was a junior, and then he didn't like it. Yeah. Now it's different for him now. He kind of understanding, but that was his reasoning. So for people that was born back in the day and they seen all that stuff and witnessed everything that happened, I can see why. But is it right? I don't think it's right. But that's the best answer I can come up with.
Okay. Yeah. I see that 100%.
Yeah.
My answer to that is I can see that because, especially in our parents' generation, because you got to think about it. Like the shit with the civil rights era and shit, that wasn't that long ago. If you think about it, it's not like it was damn 100 years ago. I don't think that shit was even really. It was like maybe about 50. I don't know, not that long ago, basically. But the after effects is when our parents were growing up and shit. They had to deal with that shit in high school, but their parents were definitely still of that era of people coming out of slavery and shit like that, and just World War II and all that. So they definitely went to school predominantly with racist white people. Because even my mom is crazy because she even went to Roswell when she was growing up. She was originally came from Alabama, and she came down here and she went to school in Roswell. And she said that the area just looks way different now compared to back then. But Roswell is definitely a different experience than what we had, where we definitely had racists there, people who were trying to be slick racists. But for my mom, she told me that they were just blatant racism. I remember something had happened like in the locker room or something like that. She told me that a white person's purse had gone missing or something like that, and I think it was something like the black girls got accused, but it turns out that a white person stole from another white person, something like that. I could be wrong, but it was something like that happened, and it's just, it's a different time. But I see why our parents feel some type of way about maybe us as like black men or just black people in general dating outside their race. But now I noticed this as well. It's not even that about, or at least for me in my experience, like my mom, like when I used to date white girls or something like that. I mean, I don't really look at race as a reason to date someone. It should be more of your personality, but we did grow up in a predominantly white area. So, I mean, of course, that's really what you're going to be around for the most part. But still, I mean, I ended up dating like a lot of white girls. And then my parents just always made it seem like it was a big deal. But if I were to date Hispanics, it would be like no big deal. If I were to date other black girls, it was no big deal. But it's just the fact that it's a white person. It's because of their negative stigma, shit that happened in the past. Like James said, that's the reason why it became such an issue. And it's like, as much as they tried to, make it seem like it wasn't an issue, they will always find some way to bring it up if there was issues or something going on in the relationship, which I don't think is right. Because if it was the other way around, like where the girl's parents were feeling some type of way about me because of my color, then my parents would have been like, oh, like we'll go over there, we gonna, like jump on something like that, like shit like that, which I definitely don't think is right. Because if you hate a specific group, not even say hate, but if you hate a certain thing about a certain group of people, why do you feel it's okay to put that same prejudice or have that same prejudice feelings for their race? I don't understand that. Y'all being two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, and I mean, not to mention, it says a lot about you, the fact that you hate another race. I mean, look, you may have all the reasons to hate a race, but that still says a lot about you. That means that you have a lot of hate in your heart. So why would you? I don't know. It's just like, think about it. If you know someone like Chase, for instance, I hate the name drop, but Chase, he hates white people. Let's just say he hates white people. That's his religion. So it's just, but it's so contradictory to be listening to white people music. You know, I'm sure he liked white women secretly, and it's just you can't hate for that long, and if you do, it's only to your detriment. Eventually, you're gonna have to encounter another white person. What are you gonna do? You gonna beat them up? You're gonna what? Like, we're gonna try to do a sit-in? Like you just, I don't know. Like, how can you just hate another race? Like, you may have all the reasons too, but still, I mean, you shouldn't allow negative things on the outside influence your inside. If you're a good person, stay that way. Don't allow the world to sway you away from being a good person. That's my whole thing.
That's a good point too. I didn't even think about it that way. But yeah, like I don't want, like you said, you don't want to name drop. But this particular person, when we were in school, he was the one guy that had a lot of Caucasian friends. So it's just, that's another thing too that I noticed, that your environment can also be the thing that could come up with these outcomes and beliefs that you have. Because I'm pretty sure he went to a HBCU school, which is all black school. So, you know, they probably talk about this shit a lot, like saying like, oh, like don't, believe the white man and all this shit, or don't do this and that, be your own man. The world ain't for black men, which in a lot of cases, like James said, is true. Like, we are looked upon, just like any other minority race, as a certain way. I mean, a lot, like even by, it don't even have to be just white people. It could be Hispanic people, Chinese people. Like I feel like we all have this stigma towards each other just off stereotypes, shit we seen maybe, which I think is wrong, because you shouldn't categorize a whole group of people based off things you may have seen once or twice, I mean, or heard of. But still, I mean, the environment that he grew up, or he went to school in, because he was not like this in high school, which I don't understand. He even went to prom with a white girl. So it's like, when did this switch up happen? Like I said, like, what are they teaching at these schools? Because it's evident that they're teaching shit that is going against the same thing that they despise, which is white systemic racism.
And the fact that he hates white people so much, even though he grew up with white people, it's almost like he knows in his heart, he believes, it's not the objective truth, but he believes that white people are above him. They're above him as a whole. Like, if you hate something so much, it controls a bit of you. It controls a bit of your heart and your character and your person, because it's like you can't function without the fact of you hate white people. It's in a sense like you know that they're above you in some way, shape, or form. How can you allow that? How can you allow the fact that, okay, white people have done this? Now, how you gonna let that affect your character, who you are, even though you grew up with this? You, like, your daddy didn't get lynched. Like, you, okay. like you grew up with white people. You were cool with them. You played basketball with them.
That's true.
That was like 78% of your friend group. Now you're gonna hate white people. It's like you love white people so much you hate them.
Oh, it's hey, Miss Tiffany. Hey, Rachel and Hey Street Business. What's going on?
It doesn't make any sense. It's contradictory. And then, not to mention, how can you hate white people in a predominantly white school? You just might as well like them. You might as well. That's like half your classmates.
I mean, no, I ain't gonna agree with that, because there definitely was a lot of. I ain't gonna say, I don't want to be like white people. No, but it was a bunch of people. It's just because even the Hispanics too, and they just gave you off a vibe. It's like you could tell that they probably they have like a stigma towards you, but they just tolerating you. That definitely could be a thing that probably led to that as well. But at the end of the day, I mean, you still were entertaining it, like dapping them up and shit like that. So obviously it wasn't that bad. I mean, granted, there's like a whole thing where a bunch of people, when we had graduated, came out as racist and shit, and they got exposed for doing racist shit. Like, I understand that. But at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, you went to prom with like a white girl. So obviously it wasn't that bad. And it's like you still hung out with these people, I'm pretty sure, outside of school. So how did where did this just come about to where it's like, oh yeah, fuck them?
I bet that has to be eating you alive. Like just the fact, damn it, why?
Yeah, like why'd I do that?
With a white woman. Like yeah, it's probably eating them up alive.
Well,
Wait, what is Shreevis? What's incorrect? He said something was incorrect. I guess something that Jacalyn said.
Please, I want to know this, man. It's just like, how can you just hate a whole race of people? Like, I mean, like, you can absolutely be racist, bro. That's a horrible way to live. Imagine just go.
But that's another thing too, bro. Like, think about it. So, think about it this way. So, you don't have Instagram, but me and James, we definitely see, that this particular person, like, you posting all this shit about, oh, he been doing this shit for a while. This ain't something new, but he just been doing this shit where it's just pro-black, all this stuff, and you saying like, oh, the white man is a devil, all this shit, like they control everything, all this. So what? But like, if say the shoe was on the other foot, where a white person saying posting this, like all black people were doing this and that, it would be a whole different issue. That's the whole point. I don't understand. It's like, what you have a belief about a certain group of people. When you act like that, you're doing the exact same thing that they're doing. You're just on the other side of the fence. Like, I don't understand that shit.
And not to mention, you're worse than them. A white person just chilling. They're not chilling.
Vocalizing it.
But he hates me. Like, you could be white, you just chilling, but he hates me.
But they hate you for shit that you didn't even do. They blaming you for the shit that other people did in the past life, that their ancestors or whoever. And a lot of times it don't even be their ancestors.
And not to mention, white people feel a lot of guilt from that as well. Like they hope to be forgiven, but dang, like, how can you carry a burden that you've never experienced before? You never felt that rope go across your neck and get fucking lynched. You never felt that spark of the whip on your back. You never felt that. How can you feel that for your ancestors? We're living in a better time now. We're living a way better time now. We need to take advantage of it. There's no point in being angry and upset at what another race has done. Well, there's literally no excuse for what you could possibly have in this life. No excuse for it. If you want it, you can go for it, but you don't have to hate somebody on the way there. Get rid of that. Give that shit up, bro.
What were we gonna say, James? You about to say something?
I want to say this real quick. So I mean, you guys may not know really. I mean, when he does post about it, it's based off his religion, like Christianity, or not even that. Probably just I forgot what it was exactly, but we talked about it. And
is he a Muslim?
Don't hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Come on, you messing up my stream. Like, okay, she said she couldn't hear me, but you can.
Oh.
Anyways, no. So what was I saying? Yeah, basically his religion, it's like the 12 tribes and everything, and white people are cursed. That's where it branches off from, because I don't know the name of it, but that's where all this is coming from and everything. I mean, let's try not to name drop people too, just because people privacy of that too. Let's not try to do that. But no, that's where it comes from. I mean, whenever you read the Bible, well, the Bible that he's reading, basically, what it says is like a man dating or marrying a white woman is strange. That's what it says in the Bible. That's what it says. So it just branches off from things like that, and that's where him and I came into like a disagreement. It was nothing like aggressive. I was just like, I didn't respond anymore. I'm over here like, that's crazy actually, because that mean we're like really good friends, especially at the time, decent friends at that point. And my child is mixed, girlfriend's white. It's like, dang, you gonna just like disrespect my family like that? I can't come back. No, I'm not gonna hold a grudge, but I'm like, you know what? Do your own thing, man. I'm not gonna
stand by.
Yeah, like go with the same energy. It's the same energy, man. I'm not doing that. So, but that's where it branches off from. So he just had a change of thought, because when we hung out, he made a lot of good points about the white man, which I agree with, about how they can kind of control people and like try to control the world and everything to get things easier at times, which I do agree with some of those things, but it doesn't make me not like this particular white person or them as a whole in general. Now, I don't like certain white people, which is the racist ones. There's literally just racist ones. The racist anybody. The racist don't like you. So I can understand that. But if that's your Bible telling you to be racist, man, that might not be the right Bible for you, man. Because that's telling you this is racist. Like ignore anybody from the 12 tribes.
Yeah.
That sounds racist to me, man. I'm not. That sounds racist, and if that's your Bible, man, then I don't know. That sounds a bit odd. That's what I gotta say though.
That shit's
about
fucked up.
him changing it. Yeah.
Because, like you said too, well, first, Street Business, he was replying to what you said, Jakan. You said that when you had said that when you go to school with all white people, you should learn to like them or whatever.
But where does that originate from? You go like when I went to school, when I first started going to school, like kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, I never went in not liking white people. Like first day of school, I don't like white people. Like you don't go into that. It kind of goes in what Keyshawn said because you made a good point. It reminded me that racism is taught. It's passed down from generation to generation. No child is born racist. They're taught to be racist. They're taught that their parent. They hear their parents talk about other races. That's basically how they become racist themselves.
Yeah.
White people talk about like black people all the time. Them niggas need to pull their pants up. Them niggas in their cornbread and they finding chicken and their watermelon. They talk about, but shoot, black people talk about white people all the time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, little Tommy, he brings his lunch in. He eats his lunch. We talk about each other all the time, but it never been like a racist thing. Like you have like an actual burning desire to like hate like another race that isn't yours. So I need to know where that like comes from. Like you can go. How do you go to school and not like another race though?
Well, okay, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Because I do have some experiences where I could see why, like people, if they were in this certain circumstance, why they would feel some type of way. Because I'm pretty sure that we probably felt the same way too. But I remember back in elementary school, I came from like a school that was just mixed, but it was primarily Hispanics and black people, some white people, but they were cool. Like we didn't treat them no different or whatever. But then once I came to Roswell, I said it wasn't Roswell, but I came to where we went to almost where like right by where we went to middle school. But I went to another school which was like the elementary school I went to was predominantly white. I think it was only two or three black people out of the whole school. It was me, this one other kid. We became best friends because we were all black people, so we could relate. And there's this other black girl. I'm telling you, like it was not that many black people in this school because it was already a small school, but it was predominantly white. But I will say this, like when I got there, I just had this uneasy feeling. Not even because like I seen like nothing but white people. Granted, I was the only black person in that class, so I guess that had something to do with it too. But I'm someone that could adapt over time as well, even like back then. But it just they seemed fascinated with me, like I was a new species or something, like my hair texture, like, oh, can we touch your hair and shit like that, making you feel like you an outcast and like they only do certain things because you're a certain color. Like I granted, like a lot of people probably saw that I felt uneasy, so they probably were trying to do things to make me feel more comfortable with them. But a lot of times it just felt as if I was just that black guy, so they're trying to be nice to me because I'm black or something like that. So I do agree with that as well. And some people kind of just made me feel uncomfortable as a whole. I don't know whether they meant to or not, but still, I definitely felt some sort of way. But a lot of times, or the reason I felt that, especially, I can see why people feel that way now, especially out of high school, because I still went to high school with these same people that I went to elementary school with, and a lot of them came out saying some racist ass shit. So I don't know if that contributed to that, but that's what I'm saying. I can play devil's advocate and see why people feel some certain way about a certain group of people, but I will never understand why you feel some certain way about someone or a certain group of people and you reflect that same feeling back onto them as if you never experienced that same feeling that they gave to you, It's so weird to me. Have you ever had any experience like that where y'all just kind of felt, or y'all see why people feel a certain way about white people, but yeah, I'm like, I just want to know if y'all felt that or if had some experience like that.
Absolutely. I can see why someone would be racist. I mean, but there's no reason to keep being racist. That's the thing.
Well, I'm just asking,
Like-
like, so as a black man, have you had experience with just like a white person or a white group of people
No.
that? No, he never had one.
I've never had one. I don't have problem. Only problems I had with people. It's never been a color attached to any of the things that I liked everybody, but like I never just I don't like him because he's white. It's just so skin deep. That says a lot about your character if you allow literally skin color affect your judgment on somebody. Like how do we have people like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all these other great civil rights leaders who have came before us and basically preached the same thing we're saying but better, especially at that time when the things were it was at its peak. Explain it a lot better and taught us how we should handle it. Fast forward to wherever at that time, what 2018, 2017 at the time. It's just we can't allow just because they're like that doesn't mean we need to change. That's my whole thing. Like, if you're a good person, stay a good person. Don't allow their negativity ruin your positivity dwelling inside you.
Yeah, I understand that. I feel the same way.
That's my whole thing. But I can see someone being racist. Just don't. You know what I'm saying? If you learn it's best for you to not be racist. Just don't be racist. especially when it's contradicted to the fact that you had white friends before.
That's true.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
So what I want to say too is, and it may sound weird, but to a degree, I can see why a white person can be racist. Obviously,
can?
like I say what?
You say can, right?
Yeah, I can see why a white person can be racist, but only in this context. Outside of the whole growing up with the family that's like that, you think about it like this: a black dude, a black guy or a minority, but I'm gonna just say black for right now. A black guy has some sort of tension towards white people because of what they did to him. So what he does is negativity to white people, and then it just creates a back and forth thing.
Cycle.
Like a cycle that I don't like you, or I don't like you, I don't like you. It's never going to end. But what can end is like what's happening, like the lynching can go. It's decreasing. It's decreasing. It still happens a lot, but from back then to now, it's decreasing. But it's gonna be here forever, man. And people have their reasons. People have legit reasons why they're racist, whether we may not like it or not, whether we like it or not. But they have legit reasons to where I can see why they may not like a black person. I mean, let's say this black person beat the hell out of this white person's dad. Now he's like, dang. Or even as a kid, you're a kid seeing these black people doing these negative things. You're like, dang, I don't like black people. I'm kind of scared of them or this and that. Same for a black kid. It's like, wow, the white man gets to do all this and we got to struggle and they can treat my parents like this and treat me like this, lock us up, especially if they're a police officer. It's just many things to why a person can change how they feel. And none of it's really right, but I can kind of understand. And it's kind of sad because I'm like, wow. It's a legit cycle that may not ever end. It won't ever end.
No.
So I can see both sides, man. Unfortunately, I can see the white man's side and the black man's side.
You know what's crazy about that is you would get so much for you even saying that, and for you even just saying the first sentence before you even elaborate on it. Some people will see that and get so mad at you even for saying that shit. Like, how could you think that? You're a sellout or you're a certain way because you don't think that every white person is racist, or because you can see how they could be racist.
Yep.
Because I like when you first said it, I knew like you had a point to it, so I still want to hear it. But even then, like people just will get triggered just hearing that because especially like with the history behind it and like things that going on in your life, it's so crazy how people just be so quick to jump to conclusions without even hearing what you have to say first.
Exactly. Like they can hear everything, but only understand the part that matters to them.
Exactly.
And that's big. They'll hear it. They'll listen to everything, but only understand the part that benefits them or has something to do with them. They can be like, wow, you sell out. Oh, wow, this, despite me saying the reasons for both sides. Like, it's not just because we're black. Okay, cool. There's some cool white people out there. Why be mean to them? Same with black people. Why be mean to a cool black dude? Just because of this reason right here and reason right there. Like, as a person, that person is bad. But just because of his color, though, I can't do that because it's like why let this one white person make you hate a whole race? I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm sorry. Now that one particular white person that did this to me, I don't like you. But it doesn't mean that I don't like the whole entire race.
Yeah.
It should be the same with every other race out there. That's how I think. A lot of people should think like that because it's the right way to think. It's the right way to think. Being racist is wrong. There's no way to support it. It's so wrong. It's so wrong.
Thank you. Racism doesn't solve anything. If anything, it causes more problems.
Exactly.
It causes more marches. It causes more Black Lives Matter. And not to mention, you could be so racist. You can get so caught up in the race of what's going on. One Black person died. There's a riot. There's a like crazy all fucking riots and like change this. What they're waiting. They're waiting for a Black person to die. They're waiting for a white person to kill a Black person. They're waiting for a Black person to kill a white person. They're waiting for these moments. And the media eats it up. They can't wait to put this on TV. It's like they're waiting for something bad to happen regarding just with race against race. This is almost like what the world wants. A division, not unification.
That's perfectly said, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck? Damn, that was good. I ain't gonna lie.
That was tough, man.
But it's crazy too because, bruh, so notice if you think about it, we're really our own worst enemies. But because like we kill each other more than any other race. Black on black violence goes on in the hood and shit like that. Think about it, boys in the hood, all this shit that goes on, like with rappers, they're predominantly the ones that's killing each other the most. Every fucking day. It's happening every day. Cops aren't killing Black people as much every day compared to Black people killing each other. But as soon as a white officer kills a Black man, which is fucking wrong, like what the fuck? Like half the time it's never justified a lot of the times. And you see how we're so quick to jump up then, and that's the only shit that happens once every blue moon. If you think about it, at least that's what the media shows us. But we kill each other every fucking day, every hour on the hour. Is what it seems like. But we don't jump then. Nothing happens then. It's the same shit. We just think about it. Oh well, it's just two dumbass niggas. But when a white person kills a Black person, that's when we want to jump up, have rallies and shit like that. No, we should be rallying even when we killing each other. Why is it just when white people are killing us, but not even white men? I'm not even gonna say white people. When racist people, not white people, because not a lot of white people are in agreement to doing shit like that. But just racist people. Why is it that's when we decide we want to collaborate together? And half the time, if you see that with the Black Lives Matter shit, they took the money that the Black people made and fucking bought mansions and shit. That's fucked up. Like, come on, like this. It's just this world and like the way we think as people is like Black people. So why are we only come together when it involves other races and shit? We should be collaborating all the fucking time, not just when shit goes down south or goes south. That should be something that we should always be doing now until the end of time. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand just us as a race because we have so much potential, but we are doing the harm to ourselves.
I said this years ago. You know, I never liked Black Lives Matter. It's just one of the movements where it's like it's one of the movements that take advantage of the moment. Like it's like take advantage of an opportunity. Like, oh, we can come up with this idea called Black Lives Matter to make it seem like Black lives never did matter before the death of one Black person. One Black person needed to die. Now all of a sudden we have to matter now. And then Black Lives Matter in itself is a spit on Black people because we had to die to matter. You have to think about it, like, because a lot of like Black people, of course, white people they run the world, but Black people we the ones who make the money move. Because some of the greatest people ever have walked this earth have been Black. Think about people like they look at Michael Jordan, they idolize Michael Jordan, they idolize LeBron, they idolize Martin Luther King, they idolize a lot of different strong Black leaders, and not to mention we're worldwide. we you know we make the world move, and you know money goes around with us. So it's not. It's just weird. Like, you know, why we have to matter now just because one black person died? You know, it's unfortunate. Yes, it's bad, and of course everything can be improved, and yes, like things can be reformed and be made better. But just because one black person died, even though black people are dying every second, you know,
Our own
it's like
hands as well.
yeah, it's like they're picking and choosing what stories they want to blow up. You know, so we can't pick and choose what we want to blow up, like make a big story and whatnot. You know, we have to be continuously looking to find a way to help the black race. eh, Period. You know, it starts with us. We don't. It doesn't start with white people. It started with us. We shouldn't. Basically, what I'm trying to say is we shouldn't go to white people to make a change. We need to make a change here at home within ourselves. That's the only weapon we have. We don't need to go and get strapped up and try to take over the White House. We need to start within ourselves. We have to look deep within ourselves, become introspective, and figure out what was it that we need to change within ourselves, so that way we can go forth out and make an actual change. And it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be like a world changing thing. It could just simply being like more punctual, making sure you get to work on time, or just making sure if you're at work, you do a good job at work. It's like just being nicer to people, just because I mean you know better. So as soon as you do better, so we don't have to make a change on a global scale, like to cause cause a global change just because we're here. But simple changes matter just as much as global changes, in my opinion. The fact that you know where we came from and who we once were, just try to be a little bit nicer to people. You know, that's a good start. We don't have to make a fucking Black Lives Matter. Just try to start being a little bit nicer to people. Try to, you know, encourage each other instead of trying to bring each other down. I mean, that's a good start, in my opinion.
That's very true. And to add on to that, like the whole Black Lives Matter, I agree with the idea behind it, but I don't agree with the reason behind it. Like Black Lives, well, I hate to say it, like all lives matter. That's true, but the only reason people say that shit, like the reason that movement was created was because it was, you know, the racist people. That was their way of trying to negate the Black Lives Matter thing. Like say, oh well, all lives matter. So I'm not gonna put myself in that category, but all lives do matter. Essentially, that's like it shouldn't be a color thing. That should be the only movement we have where all lives matter. There shouldn't be a Black Lives Matter, or White Lives Matter, or Cops Lives Matter. Where the fuck gay people lives matter? We're all human beings. That's the way it should be. We're living people.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that should exist. Like
all lives matter.
The thing is too, it's a lot like for the Black Lives Matter thing, we weren't helping our case when the whole George Floyd thing was going down. A lot of people just want to have selective outrage, as Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle put it, and I'm pretty sure in their comedy special, selective outrage, which you pick and choose what you want to get mad about. You notice how niggas get mad about George Floyd dying, but then we still having lootings and shit. Why are we looting? How is that going to help? How is that going to support? Yeah. How does that support the cause of George Floyd? Y'all making us look worse. That's causing the lives of innocent people. I remember another black cop died by another black person because of that shit. I think they had robbed the like they were robbing the stores and the black officer was trying to stop it. And he got killed in the process. How is that helping us? How? Y'all making us look worse when y'all do shit like that. Because then people are not going to take us seriously. Cause it's like shit. Oh, y'all getting mad at y'all get mad at us for y'all get like this is how pretty sure white people be thinking about it, saying like, oh, well they're getting mad at us for killing like a black person, but they're killing each other every day and they're not saying anything about that. Which is like what the fuck? Like that's what I'm saying. People have like us as people, we have selected things that we get mad about. We don't get mad, or we may get mad, but we don't deem it necessary enough to bring that up when we're killing each other. But when a white person kills us, which doesn't happen every day on the news, at least, like it doesn't pop up on the news all the time, that's when we get mad. We got mad at Trayvon Martin, which was a fucking like what's his name? George Zimmerman. He needs to burn in hell. Yes, for sure. the officers that killed George Floyd, they need to burn in hell too. Shit, because they should never did that dumbass shit to begin with. I'm glad it was recorded, and so now like we're more aware of it. But like we know that shit happens like every day, and a lot of times the justice system fucks us over because they defend the people that killed the innocent black people. Like if you notice that too, like of course that's why another reason why black people get mad. We have these outrages. I do understand that as well. And the black guy, I forgot his name, but the guy that was jogging and he got shot in the back, like shit like that, we should get mad about. But like I said, like the whole Black Lives Matter thing in general is just like you said, Colin, it's really like a scam. We got scammed by our own people. Like we're losing every single situation. We're getting killed and we're getting stolen from our own people. So we're really just negating everything that we're working for. So
and the goal of these so-called movements, the goal is to make us emotional. It's to get us off our, let's say, our foundation of being rational human beings. We're gifted with rationality to the point where we can think before we act. You see stuff like this that are happening in the world. It makes you just get mad, angry, like I gotta do something. But the best thing to do is simply you have to look at this situation from all angles. Like, yeah, another cop killed an unarmed black man, but it's almost like it's no way like diminishing what power you may have, but simply what can we do about this? I mean, what can we do about a white man putting his knee on another man's neck? What can we do about that? And then, not to mention, if we had the opportunity to stop it, what would we do in that situation?
you could point as well. But a lot of times we can't do anything though. That's another thing too.
He was stuck, man. He had nothing. And this is one of the things I was talking to like back then a while ago. I was like when I used to be on U-Boat when I was a little younger, talking about this stuff. Like, bro, was one white girl trying to defend it, like saying like he she brought up everything he did in his past. I'm like, what the fuck
that
does that have to do with
present day?
Exactly, like you're telling me what he did back then, which was just him being a fucking porn star, and maybe something like that.
That makes him a bad person?
Yeah, like
that's his own life choice.
They said a porn star maybe like a crime. I'm like, dog, if none of that happened in the moment. Yeah. So you bring all this unnecessary stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. I can do the same thing for another white person, bro. Yeah, I can do the same thing. Literally, Donald Trump. She's a Donald Trump supporter. I'm like, okay, well, you guys told me what he did, which I didn't know about. Okay. That's the same thing. So he should definitely die for that. If this George Floyd dude going to die for being literally a porn star and maybe a small crime he did back in the day, and then say he was on drugs. Okay, if it's on drugs or not, you're on his neck, bro. That makes nothing better. I'm like, I'm sorry, Blue Lives Matter, the whole police thing. I'm sorry, I do understand it, but you have guns, sticks, backup. You have everything at all times. The suspect, you may not know what he has, but you're trained for this stuff. You have tasers and all that. You can just put him in a car. I don't know. There were so many different ways they could have handled that situation.
Hey, what's up, Aaron Martin? How you doing, man?
Trying to like defend something that he did back in the day. And the whole thing about the Black Lives Matter and what happened with George Floyd is crazy. I mean, when you look back into it, I saw a thing about how this white person actually started one of the biggest riots out there. Where it happened was a white dude who was a police officer who started one of the riots. He started one of the biggest ones that nobody talk about, the whole picture of him and everything. He started most of that shit, breaking into places and all that. So I can go over here and be like, you know what? They started some of these riots too. Yeah, we fed into it, but I'm telling you, white people, not all of them, but some of them who agree with this stuff about George Floyd being in the wrong, it's just ridiculous. That's really showing your true colors, man.
Exactly.
It really is. And then they had some nerve to compare it to the Capitol when they went over that shit. I think not Capitol, the White House. Y'all remember that when they like rushed the White House or someplace or something like that? I don't know what place it was.
There's a Capitol.
I'm like, okay, they made fun of us for doing that for George Floyd, but I'm like, y'all did that over a president. Over a freaking president.
No one died. It was just a president change. Just because y'all didn't get the way y'all didn't get what y'all wanted.
I think somebody did die from the
Yeah, because they
People
were
that
fucking doing that dumbass shit. They were
Yeah.
attacking the Capitol.
Even I mean, yeah, it was one of the people that attacked the Capitol. I'm pretty sure, but I forgot which one. But regardless, dude,
That's two different
we did
situations.
we did that because of somebody that died, and this happens a lot. Y'all did it because y'all was so
Salty.
picky about the damn president and all that. I'm not saying the other side is right, but you look at it, man. That side, the white people on what they did, the supporters, Trump supporters, that was dumb as hell. So I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear any of that. That's what I'm talking about. Why compare it? Because I had a conversation with a girl. When it happened, she was saying, "Oh, well, y'all did the same thing." I said, "Well, yeah, we did over a man that died. Y'all did over a damn president." And she
That
just
y'all
laughed.
don't
I'm
know,
like,
y'all don't have no relation to. It doesn't affect
Yeah.
y'all day-to-day lives. It does nothing.
literally, man. Y'all good?
Granted,
Oh,
it doesn't
crazy.
that doesn't affect our day-to-day lives, but that shit, people get mad about that shit. You see, especially if our parents' generation, they see that shit so many times, and it's not even that. It's because like these officers don't get any type of, they don't, like, justice is not done. Like, it's like they get off scot-free. I believe that that's why a lot of like the normal black people who are not doing this shit for their own self-gain, like the ones that's actually genuinely upset over shit like this, that's why they get upset. It's because it takes so much for these officers to get arrested. Like these motherfuckers just get off scot-free. You see what fucking happened with George Zimmerman? That nigga didn't go to jail. That nigga just got off. All the evidence and shit that was that came in court, and he just gets off. He's living day-to-day life now, normal, like a normal human being. And it's like these cops and shit that do this, they get off scot-free, or they get off with a slap on the wrist. Oh, you're fired, but you don't get paid. Oh, you may keep your job, but you know, at least you get to keep your job. Like shit like that. That ain't fucking cool. Like that's why people get mad about this shit. It's no justice. If there was justice, I don't think that there would be, you know, there probably still would be like the outrage and shit like that, but it wouldn't be as bad. That's why everyone makes such a public outroar. It's after all this shit happens where you find out these cops are not facing any time or no type of retribution from this. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's horrible. But I don't like people pulling shit out their ass to kind of cover up or to diminish what's actually happening at hand.
That shit's so stupid.
You know, that like, how you gonna bring up something in a man's past when he's currently dead from like, imagine you're in the hot seat. Why would you want someone to pull some from your past to kind of justify the reason why you're in a situation now? Like, it's not something you want to hear. And then not to mention, that's such a lazy argument. You know, it really goes to show who you are as a person and what your character is. So I mean, that's horrible.
They're not even, but that's the thing though. Their mind is not thinking about the logistics of it, nigga. They're thinking about, how can I defend this shit? Like in my racist mind, how could I defend this shit so it doesn't look as bad? Or how can I justify it? That's it. No, because people that do shit like that, they're really just racist at the end of the day. Like they're racist. That's because, like I said, or like I'm saying right now, if the shoe was on the other foot, say that a black officer had his neck on a white, just a white man who was a porn star, they would not be saying the same shit. They wouldn't. They just wouldn't. They would not try to defend the black officer. They'd be defending that white man. They'd be like rebuking this damn black man to hell if the shoe was on the other foot. But they're just using that as a cover up. They don't want to like be like, oh, fuck that black guy or shit like that. They just gonna use it as a cover up. That's it. Like,
and not to mention, like, a lot of people have not been through enough struggle in their life to be able to see things from multiple different angles. They can only see it from their angle and only give one argument. You know, we've been through some things, so we can make an argument even if we don't agree with it. Exactly. We can make an argument for the other person because we've been through struggle ourselves, and not to mention we can see things from multiple different angles. So, you know, that could just come from being well read and being able to see things from not just our own point of view, but from somebody else's, and to have at least a little bit of empathy for whatever is happening. That's the only way you can give a sound judgment, if you put your ego behind you and kind of be open to or at least should I say open-minded to other possibilities and other perspectives. People like that are not open to other perspectives, so they're only able to give one argument, and they think that's the right argument, even though clearly it's wrong. I mean, like, for instance, bringing up something from somebody's past, even though he's dead because someone had his knee on his neck.
It has no relevance whatsoever.
Exactly. That's all I have to really say about that. I just wanted to touch on that.
I feel like that just pisses me off. That's what I'm saying. That's where I could play devil's advocate and be like, I see why. But that's the thing, though. Not everything is black and white. No pun intended. But there ain't no just one color. There's all like the color is black and white, but there's also multiple different colors. So you can see it from all sides of the spectrum. Like how we're able to agree that black people can be racist, but we also can agree and see why they feel some certain way. Like we're not just playing one side of the fence. Like we can see the little things that could make a person the way they are. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. They just think that they just see one thing going on or they experience something that's just the end all be all. That's how this specific group of people are, or that's how it's always going to be. No, that's not the case. And I really wanted to dive into like experiences that I felt growing up that it's like I don't let it affect me, because I definitely see that maybe the people that cause these experiences, they probably had something going on or that happened to them that led them to this explanation or this understanding of people, or what they deem to be understanding, because that's not the truth. But I wanted to give this one example of when I, especially in high school, my 11th grade year. So I was dating Leah at the time. Well, probably cross her name out, but I was dating a girl at the time who happened to be white. And so y'all weren't there, but at lunch, it was just like we had the same lunch period, but all my friends were around, like Nolan, David, a cringy girl who makes rap songs now and shit like that. But she's still posting about how like white people, how I don't know, just post shit about how when he comes back to you after he dated a white girl, like shit like that. Like these type of people who just all they see is color and shit. So it's like we weren't dating each other because of a race. Like we didn't see the race. Of course that we see each other like, oh, you're black and I'm white, like that type of shit. But it was just that, like, oh, well, of course, like we know that, we're not oblivious to that fact. But that's not why we're dating each other. But the people that I was at lunch with, they just made it so awkward because they always felt the need to point out, oh, you're dating like a black guy, or you're dating a white girl, or white people be like this, white people be like that. But say she was on the other foot where it's like they were white and she was black, that would have been a whole fucking issue. Like that shit ain't cool.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Look, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to stop in your.
No, you're good. You're good, man.
But the people who be talking about other people's relationships be single the damn selves, and they're single for a reason. When the people talking, were they single?
Yes.
And you were with her.
Yes.
And they were trying to infiltrate your relationship, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Basically trying, yeah. See, that's all I had to say.
Yeah. No, I'm David. Know if you're watching, it wasn't them. Like they weren't a part of that. Like they were, in fact, like on the side. Like why are they saying shit like that? Like they made it crack like a little. No, not even them. They weren't cracking no joke about it. But just like the people, like how the guy we were talking about earlier that's posting this shit, he was in it, just making her, like my girlfriend, feeling some type of way and shit just because she's white. Granted, a lot of shit that she's been through had nothing to do, or a lot of shit that they were bringing up had nothing to do with her, or even people that went to the damn school. Even it was shit that happened in the past in our parents' generation, shit like that. It's like y'all bringing it up, and it's just like, okay, I get it, or we get it, but what the fuck does it have to do with me? Like that wasn't even in my lifetime. I don't even know that motherfucker. Like that ain't got nothing to do with me. So why are you bringing that up? And it's like y'all still are talking about that shit to this day.
And not to mention, they only bring that up because they need something for them to have some substance.
Yeah,
to feel like they need a strong argument about something. That's the only thing they can think of. That's sad on their part.
That's another thing too. I got a question for y'all, but like, why do like black women, like why they feel so intimidated? I ain't gonna say intimidated by white women, but it's like, why do they always feel the need to bring them up if a black guy gets with a white girl?
They're insecure. Exactly. They're insecure because they know that that the white girl has all the traits that they don't possess, but they can't easily possess if they just simply humble themselves. But no,
it's not even that, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
It's not that, because I mean, a white girl can get a big butt just like a black girl at this point. the lips, they can get that. But it isn't. I don't think it's that. I think it's the fact that it's just black men are wanted by almost every race. Honestly, I'm being honest. I'm not trying to be weird about it.
Yeah.
They're really wanted by a lot of races. And I was saying it can go for same for everybody else. Okay, cool. But the majority like black men, regardless.
BBC.
Some of them can't even date or marry a black man just because they're family. So what they do is have fun with them in like high school, college before they get married. Then they settle down with a man in their race. But black women, yeah, I like black women. I like all women.
Yeah. That's all it should
I want
be.
a white woman though. I want a white girl, but I didn't be like, you know what, I'm gonna date her because she's white. No, that's not why I did it. We just had a lot of things in common. She happened to be white. But when you look at it, it's like with them, people do like them, but it's not like how people like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see that like you don't see many white men dating black women.
Yeah.
Am I right? You really don't see that.
Yeah.
You don't see you don't see with the Asian, the black, or it doesn't matter. My point is you see with like a lot of black men, so it's kind of like in that little gray area with them where for the most part I usually see them, which is either a black man, maybe occasionally a Hispanic, rarely an Asian, but it's mainly they're with their own race, honestly. But black men, we have that. We're expandable, man. We're expandable. So I feel like they probably get mad about that. Like, dang, like they can get anybody they want, and they may not even think that, but it's just that's how I see it. They're like what they really get is us, while we can get kind of any race at this point, bro. The majority for us is what I think, but yeah,
that's true.
Asian girl love black dudes. Bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
They love them. Oh, they love them.
White girls are crackheads for black dudes.
Really?
Honestly, man. I mean that as like I saw a post like they literally. Girl was like, she was saying like, I can't marry a black man because of my family. I will be disowned by them, but I'm gonna have my fun with them, date them now, and not even just like fantasize them. They're like, I want to like date them now, and I will gladly suffer while being a white man just so I can have a nice family still and not be disowned because she's like I had nobody else. She's too scared to actually do what she want to do because of her freaking family, which goes into the racist background, but. Y'all go ahead and take it, man. That's what I gotta say about that crap, bro.
Well, like you said, James, we wanted by every race, so I mean, shit. I get that.
Respectfully, like no racism at all. I'm not trying to be racist.
But like the whole thing too is it's like, bruh. So okay, like we're wanted by every race, but the thing is too, it's like. I mean, I understand, I guess, like, the fascination with us is because I guess we naturally just have, I ain't gonna say that because that's kind of gay, but the BBC, I don't know if that's what they want, but
oh my God.
I'm guessing that's what it is. Like, I don't, this is a stigma.
Nah, we're just more interesting in general.
Yeah, like, I mean, I no, that's the thing, though. I don't want to be, like, on that side where it's like superior race. I mean, every race has like their own specific trait and shit.
Yeah.
So maybe
I'm sorry, that was a bit racist.
No, that's not really racist. Because I mean, like, it maybe just the wording.
But racist? What's racist?
No, because like, because I was saying,
I was like, damn man, you switched up just like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you know how I was saying like how some people like believe that we have like certain characteristics and shit, and then it's like, oh, they probably think that our race is superior in some way or whatever. So I'm saying I don't want to make it seem like that, but maybe it's like our dicks are bigger. Like I don't know what it could be that it's like, oh, we're so fascinating to every race. But at the end of the day, I mean, like, of course there are some weirdos in this world or just people who probably had bad experiences, because I do understand a lot of like, especially at Roswell, like the girls that we went to school with that were black. It's like they were the ones harping on us and shit, like getting on us, trying to roast us and shit like that, and like all this and that, and doing all these like extra things, and that's where like all the drama was. But it's like as soon as you get with like a white girl, when that's 99.9% of the population of your school, then that's when it became an issue. Like I don't understand that shit. I really don't. I don't understand that whole fascination. But when white guys get with black girls in that rare occurrence, there's no issue about that. I really don't understand that. But I wonder, do like black girls feel like they're being taken away from, like the black men being taken away from them? I really want to understand the logic.
The thing about it is that, I mean, to figure out their logic will mean you have to kind of ruin your own. Everyone has their own likes and what they don't like. Throughout life, you just kind of have to just filter that out. Like for instance, if you get with a girl, whatever, you should kind of, especially with a white girl, you should kind of almost expect like people not looking down on y'all, but kind of having, outside looking in judgments. Like they think they know your relationship better than y'all, even though y'all are the one in the relationship. So of course they're gonna have a lot of sneaky, snarky comments about y'all. But the thing about it is, if y'all together for a reason, So you just kind of have to just filter that out. And you can't allow that to affect y'all relationship in any way. Because I mean, any relationship that people won't talk about it, good or bad, it depends on the judgment y'all both share with one another. That's all that freaking matters. And especially in high school, man. I mean, the kids back then was like ruthless, man. Ruthless.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it'll talk about you all day long.
To your face too, shit.
Yeah, preaching to the choir. I know we all been there, but I'm saying like, the main thing is people are always gonna have something to say, bro. It really doesn't matter, good or bad.
Yeah, but the thing, okay, so I will say this because there are some like those like guys that are black. I've seen it. I see people post about it. They're always posting white girls and shit like that. It's like, oh, I can't wait. I want to get me a girl like this. And
for real,
yeah, I swear. Like this is like he was in a grade below us, but that's all he posts and shit like that. It's like, okay, I, if someone were to get mad about that, I would see that because they like want me to give me like a white girl and shit like that. Why though? Like I don't understand that. That's the one thing I don't get. Why do you look at someone and be like, I'm gonna get with you because you're a certain race? I don't understand that shit. That's
weird. That's almost objectifying them.
Yes. Because I would feel weird if a girl ever came to me and was like, "Oh, I want to get like with you because you're black."
That is weird.
Like with porn, it's like, "Oh, this is my first time trying like a BBC, like shit like that." It's like, why? Like, why is that like a thing that's just was fascinating to you? It's not me as a person. It's just because of the color of my skin, which is so weird. Because like you said, it's objectifying them in a way, just like how guys like objectify girls, like big tits, big asses and shit like that. That's what we're attracted to. So I mean, I really can't really like say that because then it kind of could go the same way for this. It's like, oh, I see you as a certain race, but that shouldn't be a main thing. It should also be like other things inquired in that, like, oh, your personality as well. And shit, that's just like the physical aspect of it that I found appealing. But I don't know. This world is weird.
It's a lot, man. A lot goes into it. I mean,
yeah, it's not black and white.
When you and I won't take too much time on it, but when you like, for me, like for example, I went to a private school that was like mainly like white people. I went to two private schools, and y'all went to Roswell, which I guess Roswell's mainly, it's more whites than anything else.
Yeah. These
girls really just like, they fantasize us, man. They be like, oh, BBC, or y'all good in the bedroom, or y'all. I mean, and outside of that, I mean, I had a girl tell me black people are just funny. Like I love them. I'm over like, damn. But she was like, not in a weird way. It's just like, y'all just funny. I like being around y'all. Y'all just, I'm over like, damn. I'm like, am I like a comedian to you?
Yeah, like
entertainment.
I don't know.
But she was like, huh?
Like, damn, you think I'm your Sambo?
The way she explained it, she was like, it's not even like that. It's like, feel like white dudes are just boring. Like they do the same thing all the time. When black people, they can have a good time, cookouts and stuff. Like it's fun all the time. Like it seems fun. She was like, I want to dance too, or do the lightning slide. I say it's called the electric slide. But I'm like, bro, and she had it wasn't a bad point. I kind of get what she was trying to say.
It, but
a little bit more. But if she kept it at like, y'all just funny. I'm like, what? But it's stuff like that. It's like in the bedroom, out the bedroom. A lot of us in the bedroom, and then it's kind of weird when you look at like the porn aspect of it, bro. Whenever I talk to a girl about that, they always watch like BBC. White girl. That's all they watch. Black man on white girl. They do like one of them said, one girl told me that y'all fuck like animals in a good way, and I get my job done. But then here's the negative part of it. I know on TikTok there was a screenshot of a group chat, and these girls are saying like, oh yeah, we can get a black man over here anytime we want. Like she said, they come over here in 2.5 seconds if you tell them to come get some like some pussy and everything. And they was like, if you ask a white boy that, they probably wouldn't come like that. When they was implying that they'll just use a black man for the sexual benefits and nothing else, nothing more. So there's your ups and downs to it, man. Like they really sometimes be using the fuck out of us, which if it's just sex porn, I get it.
Well, first of all, them niggas, the white guys in that situation, they're just gay. I ain't gonna lie, because if it's a good looking girl, she say, "Oh, come get some." I'm like, "Hey, shit, fuck it. Hey, I'm coming over there. I ain't finna be the fuck. I ain't finna be no nigga that's turning it down. Who the fuck turns down that?"
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
man.
they may just be gay, and they just probably just equivalent or equal, like chalking it up to be like, "Oh, it's just because you're white." No, they're probably
or
just
maybe
gay.
they might not want it too, which I can get. Maybe they might be like, I don't want a Gabby right now.
Yeah,
Kind of a skank. I don't know, but
yeah, that's
so,
true. Yeah.
I can feel it, bro. So it's just weird, man. Like they been having, bro. I was under a TikTok post. They were talking about like, y'all know what Adam is, right? Adam, like he's a cuck, right?
Yeah, I'm 22. Uh-huh.
You know how common that is. Actually, where a white man gets a black dude to tap their white wife. You know that's really common, right?
I did not know
I found it under a TikTok post, Instagram post. I saw it on Twitter. It was sucking right. I saw it around the whole Adam 22 because Adam 22 has a whole thing about he put a whole show, and the winner of that show fucks his wife, and they all black too, all black. And then they brought up like the cucks and all that. It's weird. They want a black man to do it. Only a black man. Only a black man. They do this for free too. OnlyFans. They post it. Dudes sit in the corner and watch, or walks in on it and pretends, and it's weird. Yeah, man, it's nasty. Actually, I wouldn't be the same.
I'm flabbergasted. Like,
that's weird, bro. But I found out more about that after I saw the Adam 22 show, and it was like, yeah, man, this shit's common, man. People do this. Niggas do it for free and then don't even record it. They do it for their own benefit. I was like, wow. Black guys though. And you don't see, and like, I was like, yo, is it like vice versa? They said barely, nigga. Like nobody know black nigga gonna be like, yo, hey white man, come fuck my black wife. Hell no. There's a lot of white cucks apparently. I'm telling you, you go on in the comment section, bro. They talk all about this junk, bro.
And you know what's crazy about that though? Like that shit is real too, because my current manager, this nigga, he's gay. Mm-hmm. And he felt the need to tell everyone that all his previous boyfriends have always been black. He's a white guy.
I'll be right back.
But like, and this is, and so, and now he's like with a Hispanic, because I don't know why he ain't going to that. But it's just, I'm just so curious as to like what, I just want to understand the mindset. Like I never got like a logical answer. I mean, you just said it because like the person actually gave you an explanation, but I want to hear everyone's explanation. Like, oh, why did you get with a black guy? Why was that your choice of a person? I just want to know. I really want to know what is so fascinating about us. Like, the only thing I can think of is BBC, funny characteristics, but I mean, that could just be the person though. Like, what? I didn't know that being a certain race makes you a funnier person.
I mean, they might like the way we look too. Like I said, a lot of races, a lot of different people like black men. Like,
yeah,
I mean, some girls don't, but a lot of them really do. I mean, I look at it a lot. I see black men with like almost every type of girl. Honestly, I don't see it with white men and Hispanics. I don't know, you name it. I've seen black men with every race out there.
Yeah, and I mean,
every race.
I could, like I said, I could definitely play the devil's advocate in every situation, because I can say this too. Like shit, Hispanic girls, like there's something about them that's just like,
oh, I was cool with that. So
like the Latin mamacita, the long hair, always got a fat ass, just everything. So I mean, I can see. I could definitely see like how in certain like races, but that's the thing that I couldn't be like, I'm gonna get with this race because of this specific thing. But I see it though. That's the crazy part. Like, I feel bad.
What? About what?
It's like I can see like someone getting with a race because like a certain thing. I'm definitely not like oblivious to that fact, because like I just said, like Hispanic girls, like just
so
accent,
I'm gonna say this.
tongue rolling out.
So is it okay for women to like pick and choose? It's okay for like a woman to say like I like only dating a black man because they're black.
It's a little weird, but I don't know. I'll be right back.
It's like I can see it.
I mean,
I mean, sure, we're great.
I got to think about that for a little bit. I mean, it. Okay, so I will say yes, but it has to. It depends on their reason. You know, it can't just be like I like you because, or I like this person because of like, oh, their skin color. Like, you know,
Either way is wrong. I'm just saying, like, I mean, is there any justifiable reason for?
I mean, no, I wouldn't. I'm
a
not,
man or a woman.
No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say
or a
it's.
woman for
I'm
race.
not gonna say it's wrong though, because I mean, I'm pretty sure as men we have like, and just and people in general. I'm just saying like us as men, for example, we have our own preferences too. Like, we're not gonna get like with a. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get with a midget. That's not wrong. That's just like our preference. Like, there's still preferences that are involved. Okay, maybe you like midgets, but I'm just saying, me personally, I don't want to have to like. I ain't gonna say that. That's gonna get us fucked up if I say some shit like that. But like, I just wouldn't get with the. I ain't. They don't like to go as midgets, so you can't say that. But as small people, like I wouldn't get with a small person. Yeah, I'm not gonna get with a small person.
Well, they're great. They're fun. You get to throw them over like a pizza pie.
Bro, like it's just like you. Like, it's like a little baby. Like, I don't know, man. It's weird. Like,
it's kind of weird just to like be able to.
it's like I don't know. I couldn't do that. And like I said, I mean, like, I granted too, there could be like cultural differences and shit with certain groups of people, like a black guy and like an Indian woman or something like that, or someone who's just highly religious. Like, so I mean, I get that as well. Like, you definitely got to be compatible with one another. It's really just like, I don't know, because like I said, I did say this too. Like, Latin women, something about them is just. But that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't hunt for them. Like, I wouldn't be like so wild.
Yeah,
I gotta get one. Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's probably what it is. Like, I'm not finna. Some people are just so deadpan on hunting a specific type of person that they probably have other candidates that will probably still fit the role, but it's just like they're going for this specific type of people because of like their predetermined, you know, pre-qualifications, shit, like their qualities or like their skin colors and shit like that. Like I said, other people could probably fill that role too. But just they're so deadpan on fighting a specific type of person that fits their criteria, which is weird because you're not gonna get 100%. Yeah,
because I mean, there's so many different mix and matches out there. Look, like you can be so singular for one. I only date black women. Next thing I know, a fine ass white woman come in, and not to make like y'all having a great conversation. Y'all chop it up like, dang. Like, she is so cool. Like,
yeah,
it makes you rethink your whole. Like, I don't think I just like black women now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. So it's weird because life itself will change you. You could be so set in your ways, but I mean, hey, something could just be thrown out there, and it throws everything that you ever thought you've known out the window.
That's very true. That's why I believe that experience is the most important thing in life, in my opinion. Because, like you said, experience that's definitely the one thing that could change your outlook on life in so many ways that you didn't even know were possible.
Yeah, you can't take away experience. You have experience. You know what's out there. You know what it's like. I mean, how can anyone tell you anything different?
You made a good point, though. I didn't even think about it like that, though. Yeah.
What else?
No, what you had said before. I'm like in disbelief about certain shit. It's like I'm thinking and talking like at the same time, but like I'm thinking about like just certain like circumstances too that I've been in where it's kind of just been like, huh. But I'm just in my own mind right now. But yeah, but like I never looked at like a certain race. I like all races. Like if I see like a fine girl in every race so far in my life, like I've seen so many fine girls that I mean I probably haven't like been with every. I haven't been with every like race or ethnicity, so I can't say that. But our visual attractions for right now, since that's the only thing I can go off of, I'm attracted to every race. So,
and then not to mention, let's say you got with a Latina. A fine Latina. She's like fine, like a 10 in your book. And you with her. Now, it'll be so weird because like maybe y'all may have a conversation about how y'all met or like conversation with somebody else. Like y'all go on a double date with somebody and y'all talk about how y'all met and stuff like that. You know how weird it'll be to say, Oh, I like Latino women, and she just so happened to fulfill my Latina dream.
Bro, you sound like
You
a
know,
creep.
like that's weird.
Yeah, it's weird as fuck.
And then think about it from the girl's perspective. Like, he only likes me not because I'm a good, nice person. I'm good to him, but because I'm Latino.
Exactly.
Like, that's weird. That's so weird.
Aaron Martin said they take us more seriously, apparently. I think he's talking about like how you talking about how white, or not even white, but just how other races see us. And he said snow bunnies like us more. I mean, it depends. It depends though. It depends on what type of snow bunnies, and because a lot of snow bunnies, they like to go for the country Joe. You never know. I mean for that to rhyme, but
I just don't get it though. It's like I get it, but I don't get it. Why? I mean, why are we so desire? I guess because we're like, I don't know, came from the earth.
Aaron Martin, he's white. He's saying they take him. Oh, he's saying that they like white guys more. Okay. I said, that kind of backs up what I said though.
They like white guys more than black people.
Yeah,
they can take them. Okay.
Because I mean, there's a lot of them that they probably, like James was saying, they probably only see us as like sexual objects.
Yeah, pretty much.
The sexual aspect.
Like a big walking, talking not snowball, but a sex toy.
Yeah, because you see how what's that nigga name? Adam 22, the cook. So you see how his wife is with him, but when she asked Adam 22 if she could have her own sex tape or whatever, she went directly for old black guy. Maybe she don't want to be with the black guy, but she definitely prefers him sexually because a big schlong. I'm assuming that's the only reason why. But I don't know, bro. We live in a weird world. Like I said, there's really no one answer to sum up everything or justify everything in the world. That's what I like about life too. It's not always gonna be like the set in stone thing. It's gonna always be multiple options, but it's just the possibilities are just endless. Shit.
It's the same being younger and just like, I don't know, just being a kid. But as you grow older, when you're a kid, you don't even realize how bad the world is. You only see it really on the good side, like you're just cool, like having fun, being a kid. You get older and older and older to the point where we're like 22 and we seeing this guy, Adam 22, slutting out his wife.
Pimping the fuck out of her.
That is disgusting. And look, I mean, we're not saying anything different. I mean, everyone's saying the same thing. But it's almost like, it's not the fact he's slutting out his wife. It's the fact that he's kind of enjoying this. It's just like that. Oh, that's disgusting.
Wait, enjoying his wife getting clapped?
No, yes, but sir. Yeah, he pimping her out. You pimping her out for a show, and the only reason you're doing this for money.
That's disgusting, man.
I mean, that it is nasty, but that probably is part of the porn industry, though. I mean, when you look at it, a lot of those guys get married. That's the norm for them. Adam 22 was just one of those guys who we didn't expect because he did the porn, but he was like one of those guys who just was like, you know what, my girl's off limits. I'm not though. And I said, okay, bet. Okay, that's cool. He's not like the other guys, but then he like switched over. So it's kind of like a guy that was like kind of with us a little bit, I guess. And then switched over to like, yeah, y'all can just clap her all y'all want, man.
That's disgusting, man.
Yeah, that's weird, man. I mean, it's just at the end of the day, it's just black men are kind of getting used by like. We can use shit like that, honestly. Like
that's different aspects. Thing too, like me personally. This is probably why I keep shaking my head because like I'm thinking about it. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. But if I was getting paid to fuck somebody else's wife and they were fine, I would do it. I feel I would do it.
You would do that, Keyshawn?
I mean, well, this is just a hypothetical. If I was in the situation, I probably might think differently, but. I don't know. I wouldn't like the thought of getting paid though. Nah.
You will be paid to smash another man's wife. You will do that. Now I'm gonna ask again. I'll ask again. You'll be paid to smash another man's wife. You telling me you will do that?
I mean, bro, it's not that deep. I mean, it's like
it is that deep.
No,
I mean,
bro, how is it that deep?
If
You're gonna smash.
I
You're
mean,
gonna get
it's like
paid.
for like the money though. Like if she's fine, shit, I'm still a nigga, shit.
They're paying you for. They're paying you to clap.
You're still gonna smash another man's wife?
Yeah, I do.
Y'all would do that?
Hey, they consent to it, shit, yeah. And if I like
wasn't-
them, if they fine,
If
yeah,
you talking about high school me, probably, bro.
I would do it. It's not
Right
even for the
now,
money,
no one
shit.
can do it.
It's just the fact that
I'll say that too. High school me, yeah, but not me now.
I don't think it's that deep from my point of view. If I was going to do that, I don't think it's that deep. It's
It
worse
is
than a
that deep.
guy. And shit, for me, it's like, yeah, I'm that nigga. Pay me to fuck your girl, nigga. I'm that nigga.
Nah, that's the thing. Like I said, I wouldn't do it for the money. Like if she's just like fine, it's not even about the money. If she's just fine and I find her sexually attractive, yeah, I would do it. If they just throw the money in, hey, shit, give me the money, shit. Hey,
But it's
no
not
money.
about that. It's not about to see the money. Okay, it's the money is part of it, but it's like, you want me to do it this so bad that you're gonna pay me.
Yeah.
It's the principle thing. I'm like, damn, yeah, pay me to do this shit. What? It's a principle thing. I'm like, damn.
Shit, I would do it for free.
You want me to do it this bad? Because I mean, I can get it for free, but it's like you paying me. It's like, I don't know. There's so many things to it, bro. Like now when we look at it from as a whole, it is weird. It is weird.
Yeah.
And you could get deep with it. Pause. But I just, if we're not getting that deep about it, it's like a dude's paying you to do this, and I mean, I don't know. That's just crazy. I wouldn't take it though. Right now, even if I was single, I wouldn't take it now. But if we're talking about like me back in the day, probably would. Not gonna lie.
I wouldn't take the money. Honestly, I think that's probably why. I wouldn't take the money. I feel like I'm getting paid. Like I don't know. Like it's just like, oh, hey, fuck my wife. I'll pay you. Oh, okay. It's like a moral thing. Yeah, I feel like yeah.
Wait, is a what thing?
It's like a prostitute.
No, you're not a prostitute.
No, but it's like pay. I'm paying you to fuck my wife. Like you getting paid prostitution. That's what prostitution is. Paying for sex in some way, shape, or form.
But he's paying you to fuck his girl, meaning she's basically in agreement to give you money. Okay, now I see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I know it's prostitution.
I want to take the money. That's what I'm saying. I want to take the money. I'll just do it. I'm like, you know what? Keep your money. I'll do it, but you can't be around though. That shit's weird. And he's like, I gotta be around. No, if he gotta be around, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
Watch him record that shit.
No.
He gonna be recording big little me like, yeah, come on.
You a cook. You a cook. You do what I say. You get your ass out of here. Put that phone away. No, we ain't doing none of that shit.
He gonna be, hey, Key, send me that beast, nigga. Come on.
So I'm like, you got to see it another time, man. I gotta make sure this is what I wanted to. This is something I want to keep doing.
What's gonna happen when you finish? You're gonna be smoking a cigarette, like that was it.
I'm gonna get the fuck on. Shit, get the fuck on. But hey, I want to Cash App, Zelle, however you want to do it, because you did say you was gonna pay me. Shit, I got the job done.
I probably couldn't even do it. I'm like, nigga, why are you just sitting there, nigga?
If the nigga was there, I couldn't do it. Like it's weird. It's like, bro.
It's like someone watching while you pee. Like,
yeah,
you know,
and nigga like leaning back, like, ooh, like he liking that shit, licking his lips. I'll start to think you gay, like, bro. You looking at me for the majority of the time. He ain't looking at his wife.
Oh,
ass in the air and every pause, like, huh? Hey, but hey, that ain't me though. Some niggas are just. I don't know who or what type of nigga you gotta be to be okay with your wife getting fucked, but hey, you gotta be a different breed. Most niggas can't handle that.
I don't even know how mentally ill you have to be to allow something like that. I mean, we
mentally,
I guess, yeah, you have to be. I mean, all them, bro, literally. Adam 22 interviews junkie rappers all day long. Of course, eventually he's gonna get to a point where he might let somebody smash his wife, which he ended up doing ultimately. And the crazy part about that is a nigga that's on the show for the contestants to fuck your wife is one of your longtime friends. He been on your podcast for a good minute, Cribmac. So it was like, nigga, you probably were looking at my wife this whole goddamn time. Man, I bet he can't wait to get up in that too.
He's like, man, I gotta win this shit, nigga. I mean, wait for that.
As a friend, you wouldn't be like, nah, man, I can't do that, bro. Nah, that's just too far.
Personal.
Yeah. Like, you my homeboy. And this nigga talking about, I'm gonna bust your coochie open and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? He kept saying it about 1,000 times. Granted,
I ain't gonna allow that to happen. you gonna allow that to happen, then how are you supposed to look at your wife the same? How you supposed to smash your own wife after that? At the crib, man, get in that shit? Oh hell no! Nah.
Nigga
Hell
think
nah.
Crip Mac.
Yeah, I throw her ass in the dumpster.
Nigga laying the mac and cheese on that motherfucker, bro. No, man.
He look like
I couldn't,
he
bro.
look like a bald headed version of Corey in the house. That's with tattoos and shit. Like that's
He look
I
like
couldn't do it, man.
He
I'll be
look like
somebody
a.
else. Even if I say yeah, I'll probably be somebody else. What the fuck you doing, nigga? What is you doing, like nigga? What the hell, like, come on, bro? You mess up the whole marriage at this point, bro. It's done. I gotta. If something, if I was in his shoes and I went through that shit, bro, I'm gonna be like, you know what, man, it's over. I'm divorced, my nigga.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, no, man, it gotta be something else. Cause it gotta be something else. Cause there's no way you just started like being like, yeah, you can go ahead and do it. Gotta be some deep demonic shit. I think it is. No way this nigga just decides to be a cuck out of nowhere like that. When he was so against it. He was so against it before. What the fuck happened, nigga?
Yeah, something happened.
money's
Yeah,
root of
man.
all evil. But I don't think it's more than money though. I think it's past money because he got money already. I don't think
Yeah,
there's
that's what
that
I'm
much
saying.
money in the world. Shit,
Yeah, bro, it's a ritual, man.
something.
That's just me though.
Your wife getting like your wife, bruh?
Yeah, not too far off.
Like it's one thing for okay, because I mean, like if you're in that lifestyle, it's like okay, you can't be biased, nigga, because if you over here allowed to fuck all these women and shit, okay, she gets to fuck another man. Okay, I can see that as fair. But if you were so against it at first, okay. But that's the thing too. If he was like, okay, like I don't go fuck if she did it, should I fuck all these women? That's different. But he was so against it. He said he felt some type of way about it. This like now you just settling to, and it. Because I know, you know, for a fact they had an agreement where it's like, okay, you can fuck other women and you can't fuck other men. But she probably persuaded him for him to allow her to fuck another guy. And that's probably what led up to the current day history where she's already fucked another man and nigga nutted in her, which I think is wild. That's worse than getting facialed. Nigga came in you. That's basically saying that nigga, I can get her pregnant and you ain't gonna do shit. That's basically what he said.
Owned her now.
Yeah, he owned her. Because you come in that same spot too. You had a kid. The face is different. And he said no face. That's worse. And then now in the current day history, your friends are in a position where they can fuck your wife, and they happy too. They don't feel no sort of guilt. Nigga Crip Mac popped up on the show and said, hey, showed up the stairs, say, hey, nigga, I can't wait to fuck your wife. Oh, but hold on, wait, you a little too happy. No, I had to beat your ass real quick. Cause I mean, you've been looking at my wife this whole damn time, probably.
Well, I mean, damn. I mean, you can say anything to this nigga. I mean, you let your wife get fucked. So I mean, essentially, you're a cuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He could say that shit. I mean, damn, he's a bitch at this point. How you gonna let that shit happen to your wife? Come on, that don't make any sense.
But that's the thing too. You're gonna be fucking your wife with another man in the same room.
Oh wait. He's doing what now?
I think they've been doing threesomes.
Oh well, damn. Okay, I'm thinking. Damn, that's kind of.
That's gay and weird.
It makes me think if Crip Mac is his longtime friend, technically they ain't friends because if Crip Mac was really your friend, he wouldn't even be in that same room.
He wouldn't even be on the show. He'd have turned that motherfucker down. There wouldn't be no option.
I hope he like convinced him of some shit. There's no way he just acceptingly does that.
Yeah,
He's probably like, man, I need some money to do this shit or something, bro.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Gotta be that, because I just wouldn't do it, man. Well, somebody said, I'm not gonna bring it up because it's probably y'all might know him. No, y'all won't. Y'all won't. But I'm not gonna say it though because he might. I don't want to say it, but something like that, similar, like kind of like, somewhat happened. Like I was asked something like that. It was weird. I don't know if you're joking or not.
Okay, I can hear it now. Shit, you can't just bring it up and then just leave it on the stalemate.
Okay, so like it was basically, I'm not gonna say the names, nothing like that, but it was like, his reason was different. He was like, yo, like I'll have y'all smash my girl and everything just because I don't want to be with her no more. And to look at it now, they still like together still, like they happy as hell. So I'm kind of like, was that for real, nigga? He was like dead ass. I'm over here like, bro, no smile, nothing like that. It wasn't smiling or laughing. He was like, one of y'all can shit. And I'm over like, who the fuck says that so nonchalant? Like I was hoping for like a laugh. I'm over like, damn, nigga, like you gonna laugh or not? What's up? Nigga didn't laugh at all. It's kind of like, it's kind of weird to me, man. They happy as shit now. So I'm like, bro, what if I did like back in the like, what if I did actually do that, bro? Like that would
Nigga,
be weird,
he
bro.
probably killed you.
Yeah.
But that's the thing too. If you don't want to be with someone, why your friend gotta fuck him? Just leave him.
I know. But he needed a good reason though. I'm like, bro, nah.
Wait,
That
if you
ain't
need a
it,
good
ain't it.
reason, so that means your girl is just willingly open to be like, hey, I'm gonna fuck one of your friends. Or we'll be down to do some shit like that.
But what would have to be going on in the relationship for him to even say something like that to begin with?
It was, I don't know. It wasn't that crazy though. I don't know a lot about. I knew like about a couple of things. It wasn't that crazy. I was like, bro, that's some shit you figure out. But I don't know, nigga. That was actually one that was weird.
But what's so crazy is that these relationship problems, how they going to go to their homeboys? Why don't you try to go figure out the shit between you and her? What? That is so. Ugh. I bet he regret that decision every day of his life. Every time he look and turn and see his wife, his girlfriend smiling, laughing, I bet he be thinking, "Damn, I was this close to letting one of my homeboys fuck her."
But what made him so sure, like so certain that she will be okay with that?
I'm glad I didn't let him fuck.
Like, hey, my friend's coming to fuck you. You gonna be all right? Like what?
How
I
exactly?
don't know, man.
How would they set that up? That's weird, bro. That's weird.
Yeah, it was very weird.
It's so many questions. It's just
And then like okay, and then say that you're the friend that's here to fuck her. Is it, like, do you sit like in a waiting room to sit here twiddle your thumbs together? Yes, I'm here for the fucking.
I'm here to fuck, man. I'm here for the fucking. That was my appointment.
Like, you just missed it. Somebody, another friend of mine already came through. Shit.
I was like,
sorry. Damn. You sure? They ain't no other time slot. They wrapping up. I still got some time. I got about 5 minutes. Can I at least get some head or something?
Shit.
Maybe it was a test or something. He like, let me see which one of these niggas. You can fuck my girl. Maybe that was a test. Like, I'm gonna see what this nigga gonna say. Is he gonna say he gonna fuck my girl?
But you don't test your homeboys like that, bro. I'm sorry, you don't test your homeboys like that. That ain't the way to go about it, bro. At all.
I'm at disbelief. I can't believe this shit, nigga. Actually, like, bro, oh, y'all can fuck her if you want to. And when nigga saying some shit like that, some nigga probably fucked her already. He just probably trying to cope or something.
Oh,
or maybe he just. Maybe he actually don't give a fuck. Shit. Or maybe he gonna use that shit against you in the future. Be like, hey nigga, remember that one time I let you fuck my girl? You gonna let me fuck your girl now?
He probably thought about it like a lot, and he just kind of had to get that out and just kind of see what happened. You know, he was probably thinking that maybe one of his homeboys would have cheated on, like his girl would cheat on him with one of his homeboys. So he just kind of want to get that out the way to have as a reason so he can go mess with another girl or something like that. So, but it never came to pass. So he just kind of ended up staying with her.
That's true.
Oh no, that's just unhealthy in general. That ain't the way to go about it at all.
But that would be the craziest plot twist. If this nigga was like, "Hey man, remember that time I let you fuck my girl? All right, nigga, it's your turn now. Like, the fuck your girl, nigga. Go ahead, call her up, tell her to come over here. Be like, hey, tell her to get under the sheets, and it's gonna be me. That's being her cheeks in. You should be in the background listening." And then she asks like, "Oh, why can't I see your face?" And you just talk occasionally or some shit like that. That would be some crazy ass shit. Some people just you never understand them.
Imagine like another grown man in your bed.
Some niggas do it though. Some niggas will do it.
Another nigga get in your bed, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Get the fuck your girl, bro. Get in your bed, bro. That is emasculating. Let another nigga be in your bed, bro. Not just to be in your bed, but just to fuck your girl in your bed,
fuck
bro.
your girl in your bed. That is some crazy ass shit. But I'm done with this topic, bro. I'm done. I got so many questions. I gotta think about this shit tonight, man. Like, it's so many unanswered like questions and scenarios that I have now. It's just crazy. I can't even think now. Damn.
your bed, bro. That is the worst. I'm talking about not just like in your bed, but like under your sheets.
Yeah, under your sheets, and then you got cum stains all over the pillowcases, and
Oh, got another nigga smell in it.
yeah,
Like,
could be funky, could smell good. You don't know all type of sex scents, all type of wet shit coming, bodily fluids, and
oh, man.
smelling like feet, butt.
It gonna be wet, but like cold wet.
Yeah, man.
you turn over to get a better, to get more comfortable. you turn into a squishy.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, you ain't washing the motherfucker afterward. Got condom juice all over the bed. Like,
Oh my god.
I'm done. I'm done with this conversation.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next
That was funny.
topic. So we previous talked about this, but Keke Palmer and the Usher thing. Keke Palmer popped up at Usher's concert for her birthday or some shit like that, and she ultimately came there looking like a damn. She looked good if you not his wife, or if you're not her husband, but to average nigga, like, damn, she looked good. So
Yeah.
she popped up in like a little see-through shit. You can see her ass and everything, fat ass. And she got serenaded by Usher and shit. Her boyfriend felt some type of way. And it turns out that she had security footage, or I think she had a video camera in the house or something like that. Or maybe the I don't know, maybe somewhere where she lived at, maybe the place had the camera, but either way, there was a camera that filmed the aftermath of her and the boyfriend talking about it, her and her husband talking about it, that this nigga beat her ass, bro. There's pictures and shit. Nigga Suplex City, took her to Suplex City, stomped her out on the stairs and did all types of shit. Wow.
That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, I gotta. Can one of y'all pull up the video? I don't know if it's a video, like it shows her getting beat up, but I know for a fact it's images and shit.
I'll pull it up.
Damn, that's crazy though. We were on his
Ooh.
side and everything. Hey, nigga, he just spat in our face.
Oh,
Y'all talking about Keke Palmer's boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree about what happened with that. There's no good reason to justify what he did. I said,
Exactly.
there's nothing he can say. It doesn't matter if she cheated on you with 10 guys in the same night. Just don't do it. It's a bad look. It's a bad look, man.
Oh my gosh.
Because now you making everything that everyone's saying say, you basically justify when they saying how you a jealous nigga, you mad because you're not as popular as Usher and shit like that. All the shit that people were saying, and the people, like, you making the people that like us that are being like, man, that's his wife. Like, well, I want to see my wife being serenaded by another man and shit. And you come out dressing like that. Now it's just like you basically backed up the shit that they were saying about you.
Yep.
You making us look bad now. Damn. But he a bitch ass nigga though, because like, bro, like you said, there is no reason to do, like, there ain't no reason to ever put your hand on the female, even if she hits you, like, at all. Unless you like defending yourself, like she trying to stab you or some shit like that, or trying to shoot you, you trying to knock the shit out of her hand or something. I don't know, or trying to get away. That's the only reason. Self-defense. But nigga, you got mad because she was out with Usher and shit, and you took it upon yourself to fucking suplex her on the stairs and do all this fucked up shit.
Man, he did that?
Yeah, apparently so. Nigga suplex her on the stairs or some shit. He slammed her down the stairs, and there's images and shit. That's what we about to look at right now. All types of shit.
All right.
Damn.
What my mouse said.
Shit, thicker than the ball oatmeal.
This nigga. Get me in
But-
trouble. I cannot say shit.
But that outfit is crazy as fuck though. Ain't you doing that too? Shit. But seeing the nigga she got now, maybe that's why she did it. Hey. But it wasn't a good night when she got home though.
Can't be.
It can't be. The nigga had a 2x4 waiting for her as soon as she got in the door. And then apparently there's some audio call where she said his Usher or her mom said that Usher's gay.
What the?
Who said that?
Keke Palmer mom. There was like some video footage, like some audio where she was cussing out Keke Palmer's boyfriend, and she like, why are you getting mad? The nigga gay or something like that.
The fuck is this?
I didn't even say that.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Diddy and T.I. drunk and acting gay again. But I'm curious now.
This is never live, it's live on Instagram.
What DJ Khaled doing there? He don't need to be in this conversation. Nigga ain't brought nothing to the table.
This John 5 years old.
Jay-Z. Oh yeah, 5 years ago, maybe he was relevant then. That's probably why he was there. Diddy must have come up and grabbed him on the ass or something.
Yeah, see.
Greatest rappers is crazy because
What, that Fabulous?
Yeah,
yeah, Fabulous.
Man, you got to notice.
Nah, people say he been acting gay.
Yeah, he been acting gay. Like with the whole Meek Mill daddy. Like you don't call a nigga daddy just to pull. Unless you joking. That nigga wasn't joking though. Yeah.
Oh nah. I would never even call a grown man daddy even as a joke. Damn, when was the last time you see Fabulous? Oh, here come Diddy. Uh-oh. Came in like a wild cougar.
Only reason I respected it because my son got to see it. Like, you know what I mean? My son gonna be like, damn, you was on a magazine cover. He missed all my
This is definitely some old head shit where you got the camera, you got saying pointing at everybody's face like, hey, look at this nigga.
I took my son to Dapper Dan yesterday, you know what I mean? He don't even get it right now. When he get older, he going.
Who's that? Fresh and Fit?
Bro, what the?
He just lick his lips.
Yep. Bro, look at this, bro. Bro, look at this. Bro, look, watch this. Bro.
He must think T.I. delectable or some shit like that. Like, what the, I ain't never been like, why are you so close?
I can't wait. Everything's free. Fuck that. Showing up and showing that. Everybody come for fucking up some money. Fucking up some money. Yeah, man. And he gon' help.
Wait, where does T.I. get mad at?
No, bro. Some of these Jones be like
Clickbaity, yeah. I like you about to do some extra gay shit, like he grabbed him on the ass or some shit like that.
That was just so random. I had to see that. What the fuck? Alright. Dang, I can't wait to skill.
All right, people, we alive. We
Who-
alive.
Okay, we'll need some 49-minute video of Storm Monroe.
Bro, who's this Pooh Bear? Come on, where's the video at?
Pooh Bear. I don't think there's a video. I think there's only images.
Just images?
Mhm.
I want to see video.
I don't think there is a video. Not yet, at least. I think she took him to court. She got a restraining order and shit.
Okay. Usher blasts Keke Palmer, her mom, for calling him gay.
That's clickbait. But that's what I was saying,
Why
though.
is it clickbait?
His mom did, because shit, these people need some traction.
I mean, while I got YouTube pulled up, is there anything you want to look at? I
I mean, Shit, we can go back to the unless y'all want to go back to the nah, I don't want to backtrack. Cause that Dr. Umar Johnson video, but we kind of already wrapped up everything we need to say about that. That nigga gonna piss me off. Not even gonna piss me off, but shit like that, that's just some old head nigga shit. Maybe that's just part of his generation.
I guess so.
Huh?
I said I guess so.
What?
About you said like the old head shit.
No, I don't think it's like old head shit, but like of his generation, because that's I don't know. Because the video I searched up, it was about interracial relationship.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yeah, man, I don't know. See, I was yeah. Now I ain't saying a nigga don't say no real shit, but man, he done been caught with a stripper hoe. He been begging for money. No, man. I ain't done none of that, homie. Tell them to sit one of their sisters down next to a stove, put some grease in her, and put some hot comb on that bitch head, and see if Chimmy Chan sue her. See what it do. A young rapper can't even come up.
Chimmy Chan sue.
Baby Youngin had to come out and say, "Nah, man, this is my startup chain." Here come the crucifixion.
How are you? I'm okay.
All right.
Shit, yeah. Well, I don't know what the fuck that shit was. I'm glad I didn't look up. I just heard some music. I looked up. It was a white boy dancing. Something. I'm glad we didn't look at that. That did like something that. Oh, click on that one. Click on PSA from your local scam artist.
Oh man, that's gonna be fun.
I want to see what he says about this.
Leave those white women alone. Leave those white women alone. Come home to your black woman. Come home to the beautiful black woman. Come home to the brown skin, the black skin, the tan skin, the butter almond, the butter pecan, the light skin, the lemon, whatever you want. We got black women. Why you Negroes putting your life and livelihood at risk? Why you Negroes putting your life and livelihood at risk for white females? We got to stop this nonsense. We got to stop this nonsense. Leave those.
Bro, this is so freaking funny.
I just want to know, like, what has to happen in your life for you to be like try to dictate other people's lives? I don't understand that shit. Or tell people how to live theirs.
Only unhappy people. Think about it. If he was so happy, he wouldn't be so like out of his way to do stuff like this.
I wondered it. I mean, I don't know his history. I wondered, did he go have a bad relationship with a white woman? Because it's easy to say that like when you're on the outside looking in, but
well, he actually has like he's related to like Frederick Douglass or something like that.
Hey, for real?
That's what he say. I don't know.
Could that's probably nah. It could be real. Somebody got to relate to him.
Lashes also go to Shannon Sharp because Shannon Sharp on national television said he didn't even want to go to a HBCU. He wanted to go to a PWI. And every time celebrities try to do something good, black people want to beat them up. I beg your pardon, Shannon Sharp. I know that you don't date black women. You have no loyalty to black women. Now you want to tell the world you have no loyalty to the HBCU. If you didn't want to go to Savannah State, you keep that to yourself, you Negropean. You don't tell the whole world that you didn't want to go to a HBCU and then try to chide the black community for asking Deion Sanders to have a little commitment.
See, when you say shit like that, it's kind of hard for you to take. It's kind of hard for people to take you serious because then it's like it's like you trying to say things about white people is like, oh, they're because like he said in the last video, you're putting your livelihood or you're putting yourself at risk because black men go to jail over white men and shit like that. But by you saying shit like that, deteriorating them, calling them a Negro and all this shit, you ain't no different from these proclaimed racist people that you don't want them to be with. In fact, you're worse because we know for a fact that you gonna say something racist about it.
Would you argue that Johnson?
Hey, y'all look in the off-topic messages, bro. That's literally a picture of him with a white woman.
Are you for real?
Like he's trying to get a number. Yeah, looks like he's trying to get a number.
But a lot of these people who are trying to be like advocates and shit too, they really are just pushing this shit to be different or try to be like, I don't know, try to be different so people can come and watch them as well. I gotta see this shit. Fraud. Oh my, ain't no way.
Picture, yeah.
Is that him for real?
No, it is. No, it is. It is. Trust me, it is. It is. That has to be, bro. This was a big thing. I remember when it happened. It was a big thing.
Wow.
Well, that
If this
that
is
sounds a
him
bad thing.
99, if this is, could look like him, it's just the side profile. Maybe it's like you can't really tell, like the face. I never seen him from the side, but it looks like him. Same hairstyle, same player build.
Yeah, that's him, bro.
And I don't think no random nigga be like, hey, I'm gonna use this man as Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't. That could happen, but I think the chance of that is very slim to none. So that probably is him. If that is him, it's not a good look. I mean, it's not a good look to begin with because you shouldn't be marginalizing one group of race or one race for whatever reason. Because it's like, why can't I don't understand that, because I'm pretty sure if these black men were to be dating other races, I wonder would he have a problem with that? If they were like with a Hispanic girl, or is it just white? I don't know enough about him to be like, oh, I want to hear react to that.
He might be on that Tribes bull crap. It's like, don't date nobody.
Hold on, I'm about to. I gotta see this shit.
Yeah.
Some people are fascinated, man.
Black people are scared of white people. It's not a joke. Even me. When I see a white person, my attitude changes. Like, we're traumatized people. Like, then my political conscience has to kick in. Ay, don't try those things with me, man. But otherwise, the first reaction is we need to get ourselves.
Our exits change.
Yes. So I've got a white security guy.
But that's on you, though.
That there's going to be a problem there.
Yeah.
And he's working from behind. He moves to the front. They're going to open.
Yeah.
And then I said to him, no, don't move to the front. Let this one go. You're going to find that guy still explaining where he was born.
Bro, have y'all ever had to change your voice to appeal to a certain group of people?
Not I joke sometimes, but no, not like for real. No.
Well, sometimes I change how I talk with certain groups of people.
Like how you talk, like certain words you say, but your whole voice. My mom and my sister, I noticed they did shit like that before. Not specifically for white people, I will say that, like not like a white boss or something like that. But it's just something that I believe that like a lot of black people do. Maybe a lot of groups of people do it too. But I noticed. I'm just saying because I live around black people, or I live with black people all my life. I noticed that as well. So he's not lying about that. How they change their voice and shit, maybe because they feel like a certain stigma that maybe they'll be looked at if they say things in a certain way. I don't know, but that does happen.
It all depends on context. So I mean, like, of course, you're not gonna be talking to your boss like you would talk to like one of your buddies.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean, there's times where I had never changed my accent or anything. Like I'll talk like more, let's say, not proper, but I just try to be more careful what I say. You know, I just can't come in and be like, hey, nigga. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. But you know, I try to, be more careful what I say and try to make sure I give a clear and concise point and what I be trying to say. But and trying to change my dialect and how I pronounce or my accent or whatever, no, never.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like how you talk, like the way you say words, or like I wouldn't say ain't. I would say are not or some shit like that. Like I would be like are not or something like that. Like I wouldn't have to change my voice. Like oh yes, like oh yeah. Like I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. No, never.
Yes. Oh yes. Would that be all, dear? Like I don't know, shit like that. Like I wouldn't fucking do that.
Of course.
The difference between depression and sadness is
Any maps of the world.
What the hell is going on? I need to find something.
Such a Dr. Umar Johnson exposed. Wait, actually, click on that. The men are broken. Let's watch that.
I sleep was thinking about that one too.
Yeah.
Watch football all season long, live and cable free.
As you talk about this snow bunny crisis a lot, man. And you talk about the.
Off the rip.
I read somewhere. Well, viewed somewhere where you talk about the black man, when he gets in an interracial situation, he is only getting the leftovers of a white man. Can you speak in depth about this, man? I know you talked about it during the whole Ime Udoka situation. Can you give our viewers a description, man, of this?
Well, here's the thing. I don't have anything against anybody.
Mm-hmm.
No white woman, no yellow woman, no brown woman, no red woman. But if we're going to save ourselves, we got to build strong all-black families.
Mm-hmm.
Strong all-black family. That's a black man and a black woman. There's no way getting around it. If you care about the future of the black community, you want to build a black family. That's it. Now, when we get to the economics of marriage, because marriage is fundamentally a financial institution, it's a business arrangement.
Mm-hmm.
Women live longer than men on average. So if I die and I marry a white woman, she gets all of my wealth, my estate. I just gave white people billions of dollars from black people.
Mm-hmm.
How can we afford to take from ourselves and give to people who have already stolen enough? Take Kobe Bryant, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe Bryant was assassinated, and Vanessa Bryant, a Latino, inherited.
Okay. You said he was assassinated?
Yes, Kobe was assassinated. This Latino inherits all of his wealth, and she hasn't done nothing for a black community yet. Marvelous Marvin Hagler died of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
His white wife inherited his estate. I'm not aware of anything she's done. Tiger Woods was divorced by his first white wife. She took $1 billion. She ain't done nothing for no black community. We are literally hemorrhaging billions of dollars to white women. Monies that can be building schools, jobs, monies that can be solving some of our problems, and we just giving it away simply to have access to the pale vagina. That doesn't make any sense.
Damn.
The white woman's worth $1 billion? Really?
Yeah, vagina. That's
Really?
a good one.
No, not in my book. Absolutely not. Stick with your own kind. Nobody likes us anyway. And you know what hurts me the most? This past weekend, Joel Embiid, he just married
Nobody likes
his
us.
nobody, knowing damn well that white girl would have never even looked at him if he wasn't a millionaire athlete. Trae Young just married.
But he
his
just said nobody
nobody.
likes us.
That white girl wouldn't have even looked at him if he wasn't a $1 million NBA athlete. And here's the thing, my brother.
Maybe nobody likes you.
Athletes know
Wait, pause a second. Pause. I gotta talk about this. Wait, so I don't know if y'all realize this or know this, but y'all do realize that black people, it's not like it's like a majority of black men get with white women. That's really in the minority. Not minority, but yeah, it's in the minority because most families you see are black men and black women. I see more black kid, like black on black relationships than I see them black and white. So you're really just talking to the minority of people. Not to say it's not like a large amount of people, but that's what I'm saying. The whole point is it's a minority of people who do that.
Yeah.
So is that much of a problem?
It's like he sees something that's wrong and he makes it like it's such a small issue, but he makes it so big.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like are you saying this after looking at it from many different angles and perspectives?
They say it again?
I'm trying to figure out, like, is he saying this argument after looking from many different angles and perspectives? I don't think so. I think he just
not enough fact.
He's like nitpicking just to make an argument. Talking about he married this snow bunny, he married his snow bunny. It's like funny.
What do you? I don't get like what you're advocating when you say shit like this, though, because it's just
he just wants black on black. That's all he really preaching. So.
Okay, but let's say if that image was true, then it would just be hard for anyone to take him serious. But I'm just gonna play advocate, but like, no, that's not him. But I mean, there's two things. I mean, I could say like, how does it? I get like some people being so like passionate about a certain thing, but unless something, I want to know if something has happened to him in his life that led up to this moment, or is he just like, oh no, you can't be dating them just off just looking at them like, no, you need to be dating your own race. Because I mean, maybe his parents brought him up this way. Maybe if he went through a life experience, I want to know. That's the whole thing I'm really curious about. What led up to this perspective on relationships? That's $1 million question.
Well, I will admit I am waiting for his Naruto backstory. I want to know what makes him this way.
Something bad must have happened to him.
Had to. It's the only way. You just can't come out the womb this hateful.
Yeah.
Something had to happen here.
That's what I'm saying. So I think something must have happened in his life for this to happen. For him to come to this conclusion.
Or yeah.
Or maybe he was brought up that way.
Maybe so. Yeah, he could have been brought up that way, and he just became real passionate about it. But I mean, damn, we just saw him trying to get the digits from a white girl.
Exactly. Who you deem to be a you in that same camp.
You know the white woman is only with you for what you got. You know this.
Mm-hmm.
And you marry her anyway. 10 years from now, let's see what happens. There's going to be a divorce, and she's going to leave with half the damn money.
I wonder if this is who. I wonder if this is who Chase thinks he is, or he wants to be.
Probably, but I don't know. I wonder is that like a? I'm not gonna say it's a phase, but what?
It'll be a phase. It's a phase. I mean, we're young. We're still trying to figure ourselves out. You know, it may seem like something that you want to just do, but eventually you're gonna grow out of that. You can't go this long hating white people without hating yourself in the process.
Exactly. There must, like you said, there must be something in you that you fear or you don't like.
Exactly. It's the only way.
It's literally the only way.
Like for instance, I love all people. It's not just I love white people. I love all. Like for me, I love all people. I have nothing against anybody. Everybody. I mean, it's great. Like it's good. I have nothing against anybody. It's probably the best feeling in the world. But to live your life hateful. That's a horrible life to live.
It shouldn't be this easy, my brother.
Wait, I'm looking at this video.
Is it this easy?
It looks like him. Cause there's a video. It's not just a picture of him trying to. It looks like him. I want to see because he said he addresses it. So I wonder what he has to say about that video. I wonder if he admits if it's him. And I want to see if he tried to justify I want to try to get a number. Type in Umar Johnson addresses white woman, or I don't know, addresses picture or something like that. Address this photo. I gotta know. No, please tell me there's a video.
Shout out to him.
Wait, someone said I actually watched the whole video. He was going shopping. She was talking to him, and he is well known. He is showing her his, and she's Persian, not a bunny.
Yeah, still white.
Yeah, exactly. That nigga try to justify certain shit. Like, whoa. Try to find loopholes.
Nah, this video right here is the funniest video ever.
I haven't seen this one.
The 101, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he exposed all of them. Like,
who did?
Dr. Umar, he went off on that one. That was so freaking funny.
What was he saying?
He was just getting them right. You know how someone have an argument, you just destroy them.
Hey, that nigga, I mean, shit, you could tell the nigga look mad on the right. He like, oh, yeah, this bitch ass nigga gotta get killed or something.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious to see the rest of this one.
Me too.
To snatch up these multi-million-dollar black men who know they don't want them for nothing but their money. Sleep with them for a couple years, give them access to the pale vagina for 5 or 6 years, and walk off with $1 billion. If I could talk to Tiger Woods, I gotta ask him, Tiger Woods, was that pale vagina for $1 billion, my brother? I bet you he'll tell me hell no. but that's what they paying. And it's getting worse because guess what the white girls are doing now?
Mm-hmm.
If you've been paying attention, the white girls are now suing. Girlfriends are suing for money. Have you noticed this? They're not even wives. Girlfriends are suing.
Yeah.
Girlfriends are suing. So I want to see what happens in the court. Because if
Wait, pause it real quick.
Give girlfriends.
I will say he's not wrong about like certain things. Like you kind of do notice how a lot of the like black athletes, at least, like the ones that's making good bread and NBAs and shit like that, they do kind of do go for specifically white women in a way. I noticed how who was Tristan Thompson went with one of the whatever
Khloe
Kardashian, that shit. Fucking Tiger Woods. Like, I mean, wait a minute. I mean, you can't even say Kobe because Kobe, I don't think she's not white. She's what, Latina? I think
she's Latina, and then not to mention he's been with her since high school.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like shit like that. Like I can see like the people that actually get with a specific race. You could tell sometimes like once they get money, then it seems like they do kind of go for these specific women because maybe it's like a thing floating around in that type of community where it's like, oh, bro, you gotta get with these type of women. So they try to go with these women because they know they can because they got the money. But that's what he was bringing up. He was like, oh, he was like the only reason they're with you is because you got money. So what is he? I wonder what he has to say about like the average Joe that's just like you said, grew like they were dating in high school.
I mean, but in my opinion, I think it's okay for a girl to get with a guy because he got money. I mean, it's like, isn't that your job? Like, like what? Like, of course you got money, and that's the reason why she's.
Nah, I don't agree with that. I don't think you should get with someone because you have money. Me personally, I mean, I believe that you should have some shit on your own. If he's willing, like that shouldn't be the reason why. That should like I don't know. That should never like money should never just be a thing, in my opinion, in a relationship. Like unless you guys are both like in a committed relationship already, and it's like finances are tough, then that's different. I mean, if you have kids, I believe that you should stick it out. But if you don't have kids, then it's like okay, maybe this isn't working. Like we need to be alone so that we could live on our own. We could make money and have our own shit or something like that. But that shouldn't be a deterrent as to why you get with someone like saying like, oh, you got money, so that's why I'm gonna get with you. Because without the money, it's like, why are you with this person then? Just for money?
I just want it. Like for me, like I mean, I want to be able to provide for my wife. So of course I won't need money.
Yeah, but you want a woman to love you for you still though, right?
Of course, but that comes with me me wanting to provide for her. If I love her, if I love my wife so much, I want to make sure she's good in all areas of her life.
So if you're doing all that, what if she just ends up leaving you because you ran out of money? You think that's okay?
Well, I had to run out of money first. So
no, nigga, no. If you run out of money and she leaves you for another man or something, do you think that you'll be happy with that? You be like, damn, I ran out of money.
Well, I love her so much. I hope that man provides her with the life that I couldn't provide myself.
But she didn't love you though. It wasn't reciprocated because once you ran out of money, it was a done deal.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, if I ran out of money and she got with a guy that had more money, then that's perfectly fine. Because I just wasn't able to provide for her. If I love her so much, I would want her to have the best possible life possible.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment, but shit, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, you could love her, but it's apparent that she didn't love you because, I mean, that's the thing, though. A lot of people say that. It's like, I don't know. Like I said, money shouldn't be a thing. Of course, it should be a thing to consider in a relationship because you definitely gonna need finances to be in order to have a relationship. But that's the thing, though. Like, it should be more than money. Like, that should be like a final straw type shit. It shouldn't be like oh damn, this nigga ran out of money. Well, I can find somebody else with money. Cause that's all you looking at is money and materialistic shit. Being a provider is different though. Because
think about being a man. I'm sorry not to cut you off, but imagine being a man and then you run out of money. How the hell you just run out of money?
I mean, shit can happen. Say you got a business and like shit, like maybe things happen. Money is not guaranteed in life.
What happens when?
So she just said, hey, nigga, hey, well, Fuck you. I'm out. I'm out, nigga.
What happens? Like you walk up to your girlfriend or wife and just say, and you open up your pockets and a moth flies out. Like what? What happened?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like you got. I mean, of course you gotta have money, but I'm just saying, like, if she leave you because you ain't got money, without trying to like stick it out, be like, okay, let me see if this is gonna work. Like maybe like I still love him, so let me see. But it's like, bro, you just leave. Oh, you ran out of money, nigga. That count here 0. All right, bye, nigga. I'm just going to the next guy. Like,
yeah, and then not to mention, if you try to get to know her, you probably figured out she's a gold digger on the first date.
I mean, the shit like that. A lot of people can hide themselves for at least like the first 90 days. Honestly, yeah, it takes a whole year. In my opinion.
90 days.
No, I mean, no. I think you don't truly know someone until you've seen them all year round.
Okay,
you see them. I didn't mean to say 90 days, but you just see them. Like you see them every year, or you see them every month of the year. That's when you truly know someone. So if you've seen those gold diggerish type traits, and you still with them, then that's on you. But if you didn't see that, then that's different.
I believe if you ask the right questions, and they say one thing, and they follow up with it, and basically what I'm trying to say is how truthful they are. So if you ask like for instance, like for me, if I got in a relationship with a girl, or I'm planning on being with a girl, I ask her what her relationship with God is like. If I ask her that, and she breaks it down the way which I agree with, to the point where maybe I want to be with her more often, you know, that's like, I mean, I'm asking a question that basically saves me my whole time I'm with her, and not to mention save her time with me. So okay, yeah, she's have a good relationship with God. Good. So we're making making progress here. Then, you know, she follows like like her actions reflect her relationship with God based off the question I asked, because that's what I value. So if she's reflecting what I value in her based on what she told me when I asked her what her relationship with God is, then yeah, that's okay. Boom, check the letterbox. But you know, it should be, as a man, I mean, you're blessed with rationality. You know what's the best thing for not only just yourself but for everybody. So, I mean, like okay, I'll break this down. I can really help you out here. To best to my knowledge. So, for instance, Keyshawn, what do you look for the most in a woman? Not like all bullshit aside, like we're having a real genuine conversation.
No,
like,
I mean,
what do you value the most in a woman? Like, you see a girl, what are you looking for first?
Okay, I'll give you my top 5. So, loyalty, that's always number 1. Because, I mean, you should just be like a loyal person. But someone that's also very easy to get along with, because you don't want someone that's getting on your damn nerves or just making life hard as hell. Someone who's funny. They got to be funny, because I believe that humor can cure anything. Someone who looks good, obviously. I mean, I believe that every man wants someone that looks good or takes care of themselves. I put that in the same category. So looks good and take care of themselves. And that's pretty much it. That's all I require. Like, I ain't gonna say have her own. Well, kind of isn't very needy. Isn't needy. Those are my top 5 things. What about you?
Number 1 has to be what her relationship with God is like. Because if she has a good relationship with God,
I did that was number 1.
Everything else gonna fall under that.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta worry about no loyalty. I ain't gotta worry about no this, that. I ain't gotta worry about none of that based on her relationship with God.
No, you can't say that, because shit, a lot of people follow God and they do everything that God probably goes against, everything the Bible goes against.
But that's the thing. That's my filter. If I see it through that way, the thing I value the most, that's my filter. So I can see what she's doing that I don't like, and doing, or vice versa, doing the things that I do like. So
okay. So
it works out.
So you say you don't have there's no other traits other than she has to have a relationship with God. That was the only trait?
Yes. Why would I want to be? No. Bro, if she doesn't have a strong relationship with God, how is she supposed to have a strong relationship with you?
Okay. So give me an example of things that show that she has a strong relationship with God. That's what I want to know.
First and foremost, she's peaceful.
What
She doesn't.
What you mean peaceful? Like doesn't cause you trouble?
She doesn't cause any trouble.
Okay.
She's not argumentative.
We can put that in the same category as peaceful.
But you see, like the thing is, like, you know, I like to talk. Like I don't want no slave. I'm just saying, like, I want her to be herself, but not be argumentative. Like always trying to challenge you. Like not trying to challenge you or anything like that. Of course, you know, like I said, you know, have a sense of humor or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, I'm trying to say, you know, she's okay. She's peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
She has a good relationship with her parents.
Okay.
That's a really good sign.
Yeah, I believe that's important too.
A good relationship with her parents, a good relationship with her friends. Her friends are basically doing the same thing that she's doing.
Okay.
Like she got a good friend group.
Mm-hmm.
That says a lot. She got a good friend group. And they're supportive and they want the best for her. She's aware of taking care of herself. Like she's not gonna sit here and just eat a bunch of hamburgers. Like she's gonna stay. Like she knows she look good, but like she's trying to stay good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like she want to take care of herself. So that's always attractive. She's obviously gonna be clean, hygienic. That's like up there with close. Gosh, shoot, gotta be clean. How can I put this? She knows what she can and can't do. She's humble to the point where she just knows when to get out the way, and she knows when to step in. So she knows her place in that type of sense. Not to sound weird, but like she knows her place.
Yeah.
Not to mention
some weaknesses.
Responsible, and last but not least, just she finds a way to make time for you.
Okay.
Because I mean, when y'all in a relationship, at least in the beginning, it shouldn't be that important, but it should almost be that number one priority because y'all are in the talks of maybe, you know, being with one another for the rest of y'all life. So y'all have to be there for one another. And at the beginning stages show a lot how it's supposed to play out later on in the relationship. So being there for one another, aka loyalty or aka just having each other's backs, being a team and coming together to solve problems within y'all relationships or whatever, you know, case may be. Maybe y'all plan on moving in together. She can look at things from her angle, and y'all can look at things, you know, for your angle. Mm-hmm. Y'all come together and solve problems and have a common goal of just, you know, having a happy home.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I actually agree with all that shit too.
That's the best way I can explain.
Yeah. You brought up a really good one though. I kind of forgot, but that's really important too. You got to be able to have a good relationship with both your parents, because I noticed that like women who date or not date, but just don't have like a father figure in their lives, I noticed that they tend to be like more, like you said, argumentative. They kind of do shit that, I don't know. It's like they're trying to like prove something to other people. I don't know why, but it's because they don't have a father. Like they didn't have like that strong father figure like that, like showed them like they don't have to do certain things. You know, they definitely need to have a father. Everyone needs to have both parents in their lives, but I know for a fact women definitely need to have like a strong masculine figure in their lives.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, we'll get back to the video.
Yeah.
Because my screen was frozen. I didn't know what was going on.
Because before you had to be a wife.
Why do you drag yourself out of bed every day to work a job you hate?
I'm trying to get a job.
Getting up early.
Doing something I love.
You can't set that precedent. that
was as girlfriends, my brothers, and these spoons still running out here wiping them up. They get what they deserve. I don't feel sorry for none of them.
So who's left?
I just want to know who elected him as the black leader. It's the same.
Right, what qualifies you?
You just look at a guy. It's just like this is our leader, and I'm like I don't. But the thing about it is, if you were to disagree with him, all of a sudden you're a bad guy. I don't know, man. This is
The
weird.
thing,
Like,
the thing too is, it's like you don't honestly, leaders don't feel the need to. I mean, I'm not gonna say that because, I mean, but I'm saying if you represent a certain group of people, you got to carry yourself in a certain way that people are gonna take you seriously. When you call people out their names, like coon and like all this shit, like you targeting the demographic that you're trying to quote unquote save in a way. You calling them names and shit. Like I don't understand that. Because you ain't looking at it exactly, because you're looking at it from you can tell he has his own bias and stigma. He's not looking at it from these people's individual circumstances, like what led them to this thing. You just looking at it, oh, they got a white woman, oh, that's what they deserve if shit goes like south and shit. Because like I said, you don't know if someone is getting someone, like there are people that get with people for certain races, but maybe it's because that person made them feel good. So if I get treated better with a white girl or Hispanic girl or whichever girl better than a black girl, I should stay with that black girl just because she's black, or that's the girl I should be going for just because her color, not based off how she treats me. She could treat me like shit. I still should procreate with her just because of her skin color. I wonder is he married? Because if he married, I mean, I not like that really matters, but sometimes you could tell like a lot of men like who say shit like this, or just people who say
I don't think he's married. I don't think he's married because he has too much time on his hand.
Too much time. You should be spending time with your family or some shit.
Yeah, not sitting here with a belly roll talking about coons and black people getting married to white women. Who are you to talk about another man's marriage?
That's true.
Who are you? Who are you?
But you're not even physically. I'm not gonna make fun of his physique or anything, because I did just say that, like, that men don't, or leaders don't go against, or like people need to point out other people's flaws and shit.
That's true. That's true.
But
I mean, does he not have a belly roll?
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, bro, like you can't be saying all this about like these guys. It seems like you hating in a way. Like you gotta, like, what makes you so, like you said, what makes these people so qualified to speak up for like a large demographic of people? I don't think anyone should really be speaking up for anyone, in my opinion, unless they're like a real respected person in a community or something that people are just like, oh, we really like hearing this guy. That may be the case, but I wonder who are the people who are listening to him. Who are those people? What are those people like? They gotta be in the same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They gotta be in that same boat or camp. And I don't think this dude not married. I don't think he married, because I searched him up on Google. It don't show no spouse. But I mean, it did say something. It says something about Dr. Umar a year ago gets married, and who he had dance moves. What? Let me see this video. Let me click on it and see if he got married. If he did get married, hey, but I don't think so. I don't think he's married. So, like you said, he could be unhappy, and maybe that's what it is. You probably see other guys getting women. Maybe like that video showed. He tried to give it a white woman. Maybe he got rejected by a lot of them or something.
If he was married, he'd be a lot calmer. He wouldn't be coming out here just forcefully talking down on other people's marriages. That's
true. You wouldn't feel the need to talk about anybody, honestly, unless like people are asking you to talk about a specific situation. But to be this strong about a certain incident over color, though, like you talking about some tan vagina and shit like that. What?
And a little piece of game from years of look at this. So singles, people who are singles talk about couples. Couples talk about singles. That's how it works.
They say it one more time.
People who are single talk about couples all the time. Like, for instance, Dr. Umar Johnson, he's talking about couples. You know, people who are married. Obviously, he ain't married. So, but couples talk about singles. In a sense, like they're, let's say couples talk about like single people who are like irresponsible and like who should, like, you know, kind of grow up and figure out what they want to do so that way they can provide for their potential family. You see what I'm saying? Like singles talk about couples talk about singles. So that answers your question that if, you know, Dr. Umar Johnson is married or not, he's definitely not married. And he's talking about people who are in in what seems to be from the outside looking in happy relationships. But it's just weird because it's two things now. You talk about another man's marriage, and then you also in another man's pockets. You talk about his money and stuff. It's just,
sure.
Cool. Like, who are you? And what's so crazy is that in life, you just take a deep breath and you can just really disregard Dr. Umar Johnson as a whole. He's not writing your check. You know, he's not in any way, shape, or form correlated to your life in any way. You know, he just really sounds like a hater.
Yeah.
Truth be told. You know, he's very intelligent. Yes, he's very intelligent. Obviously, he has a doctorate and stuff. He went to school for this. So, I mean, I'm not trying to say this like I know everything. I sure as hell don't. If anything, I could learn something from him. But, you know, it just seems like if you're such a leader, from my point of view, I don't think this is the best way to go about it.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, there's a video. It says he got married to 2 women, but it looked like it could be. I ain't gonna say it could be staged, but it's just looking at it, you could tell some shit about fishy about it. Yeah, you just get like this weird fishy feeling, and it's 2 black women. But then there's things saying like when you search up his name, you search Dr. Umar's thing, it says ex-wife and shit like that. So what happened for y'all that if this is true? So obviously things couldn't be that great for you to have an ex-wife. I don't know. And it says he explains the need for 2 wives. I don't know. Honestly, for someone who feels the need to talk about, you know, other people's lives, you sure have a lot of shit going on in your life.
Exactly.
I don't understand that though. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I don't think that anyone should judge anyone. Like, of course, people can have their own opinion. But when you're on the internet and you have like this big following of people and you're like bashing them, not off like stupid shit they're doing, but it's like they're living their own lives, making their own decisions. If they're making stupid decisions, I believe that should be called out for it. For something that you don't like, yeah, I mean, I guess, but you still gotta be open to criticism as well. But shit like that, I just don't understand the logic behind this though. It's like people who are judging who people get with, at least with specifically in color, that's the shit that is kind of like bothersome because it shouldn't matter. Like,
it doesn't matter.
It's just at the end of the day, it's not like we chose to be a certain color. We can choose. We can choose who we are as people. The way we carry ourselves, the way we talk to people, we can control that. We can control. We didn't. It's not like God asked us and did a damn survey. Oh, what color do you want to be? I want to be white. Okay, like it is. Like it is.
But you can absolutely choose what kind of character you want.
Yeah, exactly.
You have that much control and that much controlling your fate and destiny. I mean, shoot, the world is horrible, but I mean, you can still be a humble and patient person. There's no excuse for it. But yeah, I mean that's crazy. And it goes back to what you had said before. I'm just so curious to figure out. I mean, did he have a bad experience with a white person before, to the point, you know, that made him want to go on these rants?
I believe so. Everything starts off with a bad experience. Shit. He like Neji. He like Gara. He got shit that happened in his life, and it turned out to be this way. I don't think shit, like you said, or like we were saying earlier, shit doesn't just pop up from the womb. Like shit is just inherited or something that had to happen in your life to lead up to this moment. And then I don't get how you go from not being married at all. It's too much fishy shit. Because it says Dr. Umar's ex-wife to Dr. Umar not being married before to now it's, oh, he's getting married to 2 women. But they're not even, when you search up his name, it's not like we know who, I mean, it's not like we have to know who these people are because a lot of people keep that shit private. But like we were saying earlier, a lot of shit just seems fishy, or it seems like you doing this shit so that you can keep up a certain facade to keep people disillusioned so that they can keep following you.
That's crazy. Wow.
But it's just hard to take people like this serious. Not I was gonna take them serious to begin with, and it's not even like I have like my own personal thing because like I dated a few white girls. I dated Hispanic. I dated black. I haven't dated the Asian, the Indian. Like, I've dated like a few number of races or have been interactive with them. But I've never like looked at a certain race and was like, oh, I'm with this race for this because they're this race. But I've never seen that before, or I never thought about that. So like when people judge other people for getting on a race, I get it because it may be like a certain stigma or something. Because like I said, life experiences, especially with our parents' generations, they probably went through something to be like, man, fuck this shit. But even then, it's like, come on now, like you can't. That's just people, and it's like a lot of people know that racism is inherited. But I mean, it's taught. It's not something that you were born with. So how do you just still look at a certain group of people and be like, oh, well, you're like that because you're this color. That's how you are. That's how you always will be.
That's horrible. You know, you're born a certain color, yes. But, and not to mention, I mean, you're going to be that same color for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
But, I mean, you still have that choice of still being a good person despite just color alone. And not to mention, if you work on traits that actually matter, people will actually look past your race.
Exactly. Now they'll be looking at that motherfucker to begin with, but
because if you're a good person, you're a good person no matter what the color is.
Exactly.
And for people to dislike you just off of race alone, I mean that like I said many times during this time of the podcast, I mean that says a lot about you. And then what makes it worse is that Dr. Umar Johnson, as smart as he is, he's tackling, no pun intended, a skin deep issue. This issue is only skin deep because you're only talking about skin color. You're talking about specifically white women getting with black dudes and taking the money and stuff like that's what sad people talk about.
Like you making a career out of this.
Why don't you try to why don't you try to hope for the best in a relationship? Why are you already planning for the worst to happen in these relationships? You're already talking about, oh, after I die, my money gonna go back to the white man. It's
shit like that keeps you single.
That's horrible.
Like, damn, you just a negative ass nigga. And the perfect thing that I'm glad was created was that Fresh Prince episode when that black he was like basically a Black Panther equivalent when he was trying to get on Carlton because Carlton dances a certain way, dresses a certain way, came up a certain way, and he wouldn't let them into like the frat party or like the frat group because Carlton grew up living in wealth basically. And then Carlton schooled his ass and was like, you talking about these people, or you talking about the way I grew up and how white people gonna look at me a certain way, but you're the only one that's hating on me and shit like that. So in my opinion, I mean, you ask me, you the real sellout. Feel like that is true. Like you are the real sellout because you know there might be people that look at like the black guy that's with a white girl and be like, damn, that nigga is with a black girl or a white girl. But majority of the times, like you won't even know that, but you for certain are looking at it that way. And I've had this experience too. Like when I dated a white girl, her family didn't look at me like a certain way. Oh, like you're a black guy. I didn't have like no feeling of them thinking about me as like a black guy. But like whenever like my girlfriend was around my black family, they always felt the need to point out, oh, you're a white girl, shit like this. Like that shit ain't cool. And it makes it so awkward. And it's like, and then it's like behind closed doors, oh, they don't talk about you because you're black, right? Or they don't say anything that gives you the implication that they care about your color, right? It's like, no. Also, oh, if they do, let me know. But you're doing the exact same thing because of their skin color. And it's like whenever a problem arises or something like that, you only pointed out their color. That's the first thing you point out. Oh, you should have been with that white girl or shit like this and that. Like, that shit ain't cool. Because you know different from the people that you so desperately hate. Shit like that just makes me sick. But I get it. It's because like maybe that's how they grew up. But this is different times. And if you're willing to accept that it's a different times, then you need to change with the times. Stop being that thing that you hate. That's the one thing that people need to stop doing. So you hate something so much, but you are so okay with becoming that same thing just because they treated you a certain way, and you willing to inflict that same pain and trauma on other people.
Yeah,
What kind
that's
of loser
worse.
ass shit is that? That is loser ass shit.
That's worse. Yeah, I mean they were bad people, but that's going to affect you to make you a bad person, so you can be bad to other people as well.
Exactly. That's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Treating a certain group of people different just because another group did that, or that group did it to you, and you think that's okay? Like that. Have you ever seen that Disney movie, The Color of Friendship? Where it was like
an old movie.
Yeah, it was like a white girl was going to I don't remember what happened. I think she was like witness protection. I don't know what the fuck it was, but basically she went to a black household, and there was conflict between black and white people, and she didn't even look at their color, but the black people were the ones that were making it a big issue. Oh, you a white girl and all this shit. They became friends in the end, but it's just like bro, it should never been like that to begin with. Just because a certain group treats you a certain way, not everyone's gonna be like that. Or even Remember the Titans. That movie, that's a perfect movie. They started off hating each other.
I gotta watch that movie.
Or Remember the Titans with Denzel Washington. You never seen that?
Oh well, I seen it like years ago when he played it on like
like school or some shit.
Yeah, one of them old big booty box TVs.
Big booty box TV. Bro, that movie that movie is it's so good because it's like they started off hating each other. Both groups they started off hating each other, but then it's like once they started working together and shit like that and getting these dubs and football games and shit, they realized that nigga, man, this color shit ain't got nothing to do with the way we are as people. Cause shit, half the time it's our own people we're treating each other like shit more than the other races are treating us. That's so fucked up. That's some loser ass shit. Like I said, I can't stand that shit, man. This shit makes my blood boil.
Wait, so I mean, how long do you got? Because James just left.
Oh,
I'm trying to see. I mean, do we just kind of?
I mean,
pause
really,
it, put on pause.
I mean, we really can end it. I mean, I want to see. Do you want to play Brawlhalla?
Shoot, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of tired.
You kind
It's
of
been
tired?
a long day.
Yeah. Well, we could probably call it a night or pick back up tomorrow.
We could play tomorrow.
Yeah, we could play tomorrow. Good shit. Like I said, we could. I just wanted to give at least one podcast episode since we haven't done it in a while, so we could play tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, we can play tomorrow evening. What time works best for you?
Really anytime during the day or the evening, but probably during the day. Oh wait, no, I might stream GTA. I remember someone had asked me, one of my people in my chat asked me to do it. So probably during the evening time, whichever works best for you. I don't mind. I can switch it.
In the evening, that's always the best time for me.
Okay, yeah, we can do it in the evening now.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. We just play tomorrow evening. I can't do it tonight. I'm freaking buzzed. I'm so tired, bro.
I know. I understand.
But I enjoyed the stream though. I mean,
this shit was fun. I'm glad we talked about this shit. It definitely need to be talked about.
Yeah, it's been a minute too. We got to get our feedback with.
Yeah. Well, all right, stream. Well, this was a good podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back next Saturday or probably sometime during the week because we've been missing a couple episodes. So make sure to just stay tuned for that. And Colin, I'll see you later, man.
Yes, sir. Take it easy.
You too.